Yo, we're back, yo, with a new edition of the NBA OTD pod. We got Billy in the building for his Nets World.
Nets
We got
World.
Nets World in the building this time. Should be fun. So let's get into it. So as you can see, this time we got five heads here. So I'll do my best to give my takes as I can, but I'm also going to do more of a mediating job here. So consider me Molly Kiram for this round of the pod. But let's just real quick start off, I guess, with some like general like sort of news going into the year. Biggest things that happened, or in terms of like trades and shit, the biggest thing that happened probably over the offseason was D-Mitch to the Cavs. We'll talk a little bit more about the Cavs later in the pod, but for the most part, I think it really sort of solidifies their core. That was already pretty impressive. So we'll see. I think the Cavs have a chance to be like top 3 in the East probably, but like I said, we'll talk about it. We got a healthy Western Conference going into this year, which last year we definitely didn't. It's going to be interesting to see with the Clippers being healthy, the Nuggets being healthy, see what we'll get out of the Lakers, definitely interesting in the West, especially compared to last year when the East sort of overtook the West, it seemed like, for a good part of the year. Interesting over there. Obviously we had the scandal with Ime Udoka. I'm willing to just let Dan and them give their comments on that. How do you guys think the Celtics are looking going forward with that? Is it really going to affect them or no?
Go ahead, Dan.
I would think so. You just lost your head coach a month before the season. Like, I don't know, Nev. I don't know how you feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's a big blow, but
yeah, it's definitely a big blow. And then, I don't really know anything about the interim coach, but I still love their roster. Their roster's still really good, and they're still a really good team. But we'll get more into it like when we go over there, like over unders and stuff. But it's definitely a big blow, for sure. I think Ime was blow. I think Ime was like the tough guy on the team, and he really like rallied them and fired them up, and probably could have won Coach of the Year last year. Like, he was such a huge and integral part of what he did, of what they did. It's a big blow for sure, but we'll see.
He was definitely going to be like the favorite for Coach of the Year, right? Like, because he did it in the playoffs last year. So if he did it again, he would get like his, the one before. Then once you hit that level, like Pop, Spo, all that. I think one like small narrative out of that, Danny Ainge just stole Will Hardy, like the assistant from the Celtics, right before all this happened. And he got a fat deal to basically tank with the Jazz. But I know they loved him there. Brad Stevens would have liked to name him the interim probably. But he's just taken
step down as GM and just coach the damn team again, That'd be pretty funny.
Nice.
I don't know. What is he doing? He traded for fucking Brogdon, and he's made some moves. He's actually done a pretty solid job at
dude. Yeah, he's recovered well after like
Derek White.
Derek White, there it is. I was gonna say he recovered well after. Remember when like Drew Holiday hit a 3, and then they panned to Brad Stevens in the box, and he's just like walking out. That was pretty funny. But yeah, I agree, Nev. I agree. I think it's a blow, but we'll see. The roster's still loaded, so I don't know if Ime will ever coach again, but the Celtics might be all right. And then, the last thing I wanted to say, I guess, is like the hype that we've seen around Victor Wembanyama. Tom, I know I mentioned this to you. Like, I think he's a absolute stud, but there's a 50-50 shot of him staying healthy just based on his build. Like, from what we've seen players his size, like I think the only downfall could be injury, but that's like a huge downfall and a huge thing to consider, being that he's 7'6" and, the way he moves around and stuff. I think he'll be great, but that's my only comment on Wembanyama. Like, we'll see if he can hold up. That's really all I feel about it. But I don't know if you guys agree or not.
It just stinks going into like the only downside of this guy is literally like injury risk, and like you just hate to have that be the biggest red flag. You saw it with like guys like Michael Porter Jr. Kristaps, I don't think really had that. Like it turned out to be the reality, and I think that would probably be the best comp for him, because like Porzingis at his height, is a unicorn status. Like, everyone saw what he could be, and it's just hard. Like, with guys that big, like anyone over 7'2", 7'3", like you don't play more than 70 games, you get a lot more rest, and then sometimes, you get all these crazy lower body injuries falling and stuff. But I don't know, we'll see. I think people have definitely been kind of really nitpicky, like not good rebounding for his size and all this thing, but like they have to find something wrong. This guy is one of the best prospects we've ever seen in our lives, at least. Like we don't remember LeBron being a prospect necessarily.
The ceiling is ridiculous on him.
Yeah.
It's like absurd, dude. Yeah.
It's like, you know what really helped Wembanyama's case is like we learned from Giannis, right? Like when Giannis was a prospect, it was like, oh, we have this like overseas YouTube footage, and he went like 15th in the draft, and it was like, I don't really know, like who's he playing against, like what is this guy? And like, Giannis is probably the best player in the league now. And I think we learned from that. And it's like, I don't care where this kid plays, like he is probably the biggest prospect. Like would you guys say he's a bigger prospect than Zion? Because the Zion thing was real. And he was close, like the biggest prospect.
I think he's more talented.
That's a good call,
than Zion.
man.
He's definitely more talented than Zion, and he's freakishly athletic in more of a way of like he plays like a guard, and he's 7'3". Like I don't think like there's a lot of comparisons with Chet. People said that he plays like a guard. That he plays more of a guard than as a big man. We saw him get hurt, but he is way more athletic than Chet. So I don't know. I'm very excited to see him play. To be honest, I think he's going to be great.
Yeah, I agree. I think Chet, it was more so like he had the body type and the skill set, but he was still like playing the 4 for Gonzaga, right? Like,
he wasn't like agile. I think Victor is very agile for 7'3".
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I hope the best for him because I just want to see this. You know what I mean? We all want to just watch it, but just something to think about. I guess like we have a year before he's even in the league. So I mean, we'll see clips and shit for another year until we actually get.
What country is he from again? France, right?
France.
I think France. Yeah,
their national team is legit.
Nice, right?
No, I'm telling you, like the U.S. just beat them last year in the Olympics, but I think France won FIBA. Like Fournier is on the team. Gobert.
I think France also might have beaten the U.S. like an exhibition. It didn't count, but I'm pretty sure they did win. But dude.
Embiid, low key, maybe.
Embiid,
he's getting like his French.
All right. Let's cut the news talk here. Let's start to get into like the real numbers and to real specifics of these teams going into the season. So I guess, like I said, I'll try to mediate as best I can because I wanted to try to talk about as many of the most important teams and the most like interesting storylines as we can. Obviously, can't go through all 32. But so I tried to pick out some of the best ones for us to talk about. I'll lead us off, and anyone who got anything to say, just take the floor. But let's start out with the team outlook for the before-mentioned Cavs after getting D-Mitch with an already promising core. Anyone got any thoughts they want to throw out there early?
Yeah, I think this team's going to take a second to kind of gel. But by the end of this season, I'll just preface this before we do all the teams, I guess. There's going to be such a divide, right? Like this Wembanyama thing is going to be crazy. People are going to be – you're going to know if you're tanking by the very end. I think at the end of the day, they'll definitely be in the playoffs. I think they'll be higher than a 6 seed. I think they have too much talent. Like LeVert coming off the bench for this team. Can Mobley take that step? Donovan Mitchell, I think, will fit right in. But yeah, I mean, I think they're more talented than all those mid-tier teams. Like Toronto is so well coached, right? Like they'll just beat up bad teams and win regular season games. But I like them around, like definitely more than the Heat, Bulls, Hawks, Nets, even like probably about that range. But I like them this year. But I think this is one of the, if not the best, young cores going forward. Like even if it doesn't happen this year, they just take somewhat of a small step. Maybe win a series, and then they'll be good going forward.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. Everyone on the same page there. Anyone want to add anything?
100%.
Yeah.
No, and you didn't even mention like Jared Allen too. Another
Jared Allen and
staple.
Evan Mobley. Like they might be the best front court in the Eastern Conference. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Like, and with how young they are, and Kevin Love coming off the bench. Like Kevin Love off the bench last year was huge for them, low key. He was extremely good.
He was in contention for 6th man for like
a bit, he was huge. And like Garland and Mitchell might be the best backcourt too. Like I don't know. I think they could be easily a top 3 seed. Like I understand what Tom's saying because they're extremely young. They don't really have any experience and like they could really fall off. But I don't know, like because I think the East is pretty top heavy. Like outside of the Bucks. And I don't really like to give the Sixers anything because, like, I've seen James Harden fall apart year in, year out. So I don't know. I think it's wide open for them. And I'm really excited to watch this team. I think they're going to be great.
Yeah, I agree. I'm super excited to watch them as well. But Billy, you mentioned the Sixers, so that's a perfect segue. What do we think about the Sixers next year, this upcoming year? I mean, obviously Embiid's in the MVP chase once again. He's probably going to be right at the top, unless he gets injured all year. You got Harden. I feel like this team should be top 2, top 3, if not top 1 in the East. But anyone got any thoughts they want to throw out on the Sixers?
It's a really low floor if they suck.
The only problem I have with the Sixers right now is that I don't like how they added PJ Tucker this year. I think he's old, and Tobias Harris sucks.
And I got Montrezl Harrell too. It's like,
I don't know. I think
have we bought in on Montrezl Harrell? No, off the bench on like a contender. It's like exactly.
No. So I don't like their roster. I like James Harden and Joel during the regular season, but I don't think they're going to make any moves in the postseason at all.
Wow.
I don't know. I would definitely disagree. I think they're probably my likely 1 seed. They were the 1 seed like 2 years ago. Remember, they didn't do anything really with it, but they've done it before. They've won like a ton of regular season games. If anyone could do it, Doc can. I think this is Embiid's most talented team yet of his like actual prime, since like the last 3-4 years. You could say that one team that lost to Kawhi, but that was so top heavy. Like Jimmy B was amazing. Ben Simmons was playing amazingly. But this team, like I think Maxey is going to be an all-star. Harden is going to burn you for 30 every third night in the regular season. Like Tobias Harris is an overpay, but at this point where it is in the length of the contract, it's manageable, and he'll give you 20 a night. I think PJ Tucker, I definitely think he's a guy you just put him on a team. If you don't play him, it's whatever. It's definitely an overpay in the sense that it's 3 years, but look at it, just play it out this year. If it doesn't work out, figure it out later. But yeah, this is probably Embiid's best team yet. If they don't go to, I'd start to think like, at what point does Doc get fired? Like missed playoffs, fired, playing first round series, probably fired. Second round, you can make excuses, but I don't know. He's on the clock. It's his 3rd year. So
yeah. Nam, do you have anything you want to add?
No, I definitely agree more so with Haddock. I think they're going to be a really good regular season team. I wouldn't have them as my 1 seed, and we'll get into the over-unders and stuff, but I think the team is good. I think PJ Tucker is like a good addition to literally any like title contending team, and the Sixers are a contender. I think Maxey takes a step up. They still have guys like Thibault and Tobias Harris is what he is, like we said, but the only thing I don't like about the Sixers is their bench. I feel like they let go a lot of their depth in the Harden trade, obviously. Like I kind of hate their bench pretty much. It's like Korkmaz and like Shake Milton. So they're not a deep team, but like regular season wise,
too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't even know who their backup center is and who knows with Embiid's health, but like I think for the regular season, they're a lock to be a top 3 seed, like you said, maybe even a 1-2. But I don't want to get into like playoffs and stuff, but I still think they're going to be, a top 3 seed in the East. I think they have a pretty decent team.
Yeah. All right. I definitely think I lean more towards Nem and Tom, but I kind of see what Dan and Billy are saying, where the floor is pretty low. I think if Embiid gets hurt and Harden's just not there, the floor is low on this team. But yeah, I would pick top 3 at minimum if I was a betting man, which I am, I guess. All right. Yeah. Let's stay in the East. A team that actually did make some real big moves this offseason, if you count DeJounte Murray as a big move, the Hawks. So, Tom, I feel like I have to let you take the floor here since they were your squad last year and they definitely underperformed based on what you thought. So yeah, what is Atlanta this year? What are they?
Dude, I remember doing this last year and looking at their roster. I was like, there's like 12 guys I like I would want on like my team, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll sell my Hawk stock for a loss for sure. I just don't like, it's a bunch of guys right now. I don't know what their end goal is, which is like this purgatory that exists in the NBA, right? You don't get that in like the NFL or these other leagues. You quickly take it down or quickly build it up. But when you like in purgatory, what are you doing? You could be the top end like the Hawks, or maybe even the Knicks, or bottom end like the Wizards. But like adding DeJounte Murray to Trae Young, they'll be exciting. And then in 2 years, they're both going to be making, $35-40 million. Like, can you pay all that to your backcourt? And then with the hopes of like Hunter working out, or like, is Capella going to be like this massive like anchor that can like hold down like, 38 minutes a night? I don't think so. They'll be entertaining. Like they'll beat the crap out of like the Knicks, the Wizards, those tanking teams. They'll get the play in. I'm not too excited about this team though. I don't know. Trae Young, like 30 points per game in 2 seasons already, that is very impressive. But I'm not overly thrilled about them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think they're like a fringe play-in team. Like there's no way they're a top 6 team. I think they're in the 7 to 10 range. Like Haddock said, I think the roster is pretty solid, but like literally like what Haddock said, it's kind of just a bunch of guys. Like John Collins is still on the team. Like he's wanted out for like over a year now, and he's still there. But DeJounte Murray's a stud, Trae Young's a stud. They have like Bogdan. Like it's a good, solid team, and they'll beat up, like Haddock said, on like the bottom feeders of the East. But I'm not like overly high on them. I think they'll be, average. But yeah, I'm not too excited about them, honestly.
Yeah. Agreed. I would say top end. If I had to bet, I would say top end of the plan, but in the plan nonetheless. Like I don't think DeJounte Murray's moving the needle too much for them.
Yeah.
Just not on that team.
Anything else?
Yeah. No, just not on that. The dynamic of that team. It's like you have Trae there.
He had the ball every single time down the court in San Antonio. Like, Dan, you probably watched more of that than anyone.
And Trae Young has the ball every single time down the court.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm interested to see how their offense is gonna be, because it's 2 dominant ball guards. They don't have too much depth. I'm selling my Bogdan stock. He's never healthy. It seems like he's been suffering from the same hamstring injury for years now. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at their roster right now. Their backup center is Frank Kaminsky. So I don't know. I'm not too high on them. Like Tom said, I definitely think they'll be exciting to watch because they have 2 big names. But yeah, I don't expect much from them this year.
Yeah. I'm pretty much. I think we're on the same page. Even like DeAndre Hunter, like really can't stay healthy. I think if we're talking low versus high floor, though, like the Hawks do have a somewhat of a high floor. I mean, just naturally getting a star, right? Like
definitely.
But I would tend to lean on the lower end of their floor as well. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, he'll be the all-star starter. Like I don't know what other point guard is going to rival him. He's going to drop 30 a night, 10 assists, and he'll I mean, he is a star. So you're right. They're going to win games.
Well, if I had to guess, I think Trae Young's going to probably play off the ball more. And probably come off screens and like try to shoot like Steph, but I've never seen him do that. So, I think there's going to be a learning curve with them. And
how long is that going to take? That's the thing.
How long is that going to take? Like it might take a year, it might take more than that. Who knows? It might take less than that. But so it's a lot of variables in the air for them.
Longer than Garland and Mitch. I think if you had to bet on one of those, like gelling faster. But
agreed. Yeah, Tom, I would say like that Garland is up for that. Like if you're gonna say starting in the East, like I would say Garland maybe. But all right, okay. Enough on the Hawks. Wow, we went pretty deep into Atlanta. Shout out ATL. Right, but let's stay in the East.
Hawks pod.
Let's stay in the East still. We got a couple of favorite teams coming up. I'll let Billy start it out. Billy, what's good with the Nets, dude? What's good?
Dude, it's officially a Nets world, bro. I love the move Sean Marks made this year, adding so many 3-and-D guys. Like it was phenomenal. They added TJ Warren, they added Markieff Morris, I already said TJ Warren. Who else did they add? They had Royce O'Neal. Like just a couple guys that know how to play defense and shoot, really, and that's all we really needed. But there is still some holes in this team. I don't know if you guys saw that. Kyrie obviously running his mouth, just can't stay quiet, saying that they lack physicality, and I definitely agree with that because our centers right now are like it's Nick Claxton and Sharp. I don't know his first name. Day'Ron Sharp. So that's probably still one of the holes, but I'm so excited about Ben Simmons. Joe Harris coming back. I think Ben Simmons is going to be huge for, passing and defense. And if I can get more than 50 games out of Kyrie this year, the Nets are going to be a problem in the East. I 100% believe that. I know it's a big ask because the guy hates to play basketball. He does not show up for work at all. But
I can't believe that's the bar. 50.
That's the season of the year.
But listen, dude, if Kyrie doesn't have a good year, like say like if he's not toxic, like, or if he is toxic, like this might be his last contract. Who's gonna want to deal with a small Kyrie who plays no defense? And he's just terrible in the locker room. Like who's gonna want to add that to their team? So we saw that in the offseason. He tried to get a deal with someone else. He couldn't, so he opted in. So but still I'm very excited, and it's officially in Nets world. Let's fucking go.
All right. I want to segue. Let's stay on the Nets. Obviously, you brought up Ben Simmons. It has to be put on the table. I'm in the camp that I think he's gonna have a good year, but like, what do we really think for Ben Simmons this year? Is he like back to old Ben, or is he somewhere halfway there?
Like, what constitutes a good year?
Right. I guess that's the question. Like, Billy, what would you say as a Nets
fan?
Well,
like, I did see reports that he's saying that he's not ready yet, which is amazing to me because I don't know what he's been doing for the last 2 years. But it's probably still his back, so it's gonna take him time to get back into basketball shape, I think. And so I'll give him a little time for that. But all the Nets need him to do is guard the opposing best player and to pass and rebound. That's all they need him to do. And a 6'10" guy who has the athletic ability he has should be able to do that. So I think the bar for him is extremely low. I don't think they're gonna ask him to do too much, but who knows? Like he might just like start crying one day and just like not stop showing up. So yeah.
I think if he'll run like a lot of like second unit minutes like at like point guard again. So like if he averages like a triple single, but like 9, 8, 7, like something like that. And like this team has shooters again: Seth, Joe Harris, Patty Mills. He'll probably fill like that's where he can stuff the stat sheet a little bit. I think Royce O'Neal may be like the defender you're looking for in that spot, but yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Kyrie in a contract year too is I don't know what to expect. I would expect most guys to hit it like an extra level, like glow up a little, but he did it like with the Celtics. And the Nets like didn't care. They said, here's a max. So yeah, I guess maybe he was riding out his previous stint a little longer, but
going off what you're saying about Ben Simmons, it's like he's gonna need a bunch of just confidence booster games in the regular season where maybe he puts up like 20 points and he makes a shot or something like that. And it's like, no, legit, I'm not even like joking because like if the Nets are going to be a playoff team, he's going to have to be good. Like like because teams are just going to leave him absolutely wide open. Like just play a 4-on-5 on like defense.
Pack him, make him shoot free throws.
Yeah.
So, I think that's like when you talk about shooting for Ben Simmons, it's almost simple enough as like, dude, you got to make more free throws. Like I don't even think the Nets are asking him to make threes at all or any jump shots. Probably just free throws. Like let's start somewhere.
Be like 65-70%. Like it's like not asking that much, even,
bro. Yeah, like come on. But all right, I mean, a lot of good points made on Billy's part. Kyrie in a contract year. That is interesting. Like, what does that mean? Like you said, Tom, like, what does that like? Does that actually mean like Kyrie has a fire or no? Okay. All right. Moving along here with the Eastern Conference and our favorite teams. Celtics up next. Like we said in the beginning, Ime Udoka scandal out there on the table. We all know what's good with that. The team's still really talented, coming off a finals berth, obviously. Dan, Nem, what are the Celtics looking like going into 2022? Step up.
Nem, you want to go first?
No, not really.
I mean, then we talked about Ime, but again, from a roster standpoint, I love like that they picked up Malcolm Brogdon. I think that's a good pickup because they're not going to ask him to really like he'll be off the bench. I know we're going to segue into some awards, but I like him as a 6-man option, especially I just think they're going to use him that way in the lineup. I mean, the big thing is their bigs. Like
Right.
Grant Williams is going to really have to step up again. I know he did really well in the playoffs, but he's going to have to step up big time with no, Robert Williams. It's like you have Horford, but he's getting old.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think they're going to take obviously a step back from last year, just with Ime and then some of the injuries and stuff. Like the Rob Williams thing is huge. Like Al Horford's gonna have to like soak up those minutes, and as we said, he's just old and he's just not capable of doing that anymore. So that's like huge. And then like I love the Brogdon piece because like then Derek White is on the court less, and I think that's a good thing for this team. I don't think Derek White is a good six man, and I think he's like an 8-7 kind of guy. He can play valuable minutes, but then Grant Williams, like he had that one game 7 against the Bucks and just went like on a milk carton versus the Warriors in the finals. Literally. It's like I don't even know what to expect out of him anymore. Like, are you going to hit threes or not? Are you going to rebound or not? Like, he's always a good defender, which is what this team is still really good at. They're going to play good defense and stuff, but Brown and Tatum, I think they'll play at a similar level that they did last year. Stuff surrounding Brown with like the KD trades and stuff. So I don't really know where his mind's at. So that's not really a good thing. Like Gallinari getting hurt in the offseason, not a good thing. He was going to be pretty big for them too. Yeah. Like Griffin, it's like, okay, he's going to play like 9 minutes a night. Not really much there. So I think like they're a sort of middle of the pack East team, probably like a 4 seed, to be honest. Just everything with injuries and the coach and stuff. I think they definitely take a step back this year, but I think Tatum is probably like a first team All-NBA guy again, and Jaylen Brown's an all-star. So they'll be good. They'll be good for sure, but I think they take a step back this year.
Yeah.
Are they going to be the smallest team in the league, like without Robert Williams?
It's funny because they were probably the biggest team, one of the biggest teams in the league when they would do like Horford, Will, and then Tatum and Brown are like huge wing guys.
I guess that. So the other guys
smart plays like he's like 6'8", like you know what I mean.
But like Grant Williams and Al Horford are going to have to run like the small ball Draymond. Like that's the anchor until Rob Williams comes back, and I don't know. That's the only question I have with the Celtics. Other than that, see them in the playoffs. I think you can expect the same thing. We say it every year now, but the Jays to take a step or at least to reproduce what they did. But yeah, I mean Robert Williams out is I don't know, just worrisome. I think it's definitely a big flag. But if they can solve that, and maybe they'll come out in the first 15 games and they'll look like rock solid top defense again. But that's the only concern.
Yeah, one thing I will say before we move off the Celtics, and we're going to get into awards and finals picks and stuff, but I think the Celtics have like the best or like the second best title odds. I don't know what like the bookmakers are like seeing with this team that I don't. I there's just no way. Like
I mean,
I was gonna ask that actually.
No way. But
especially just with Rob Williams, like that's just huge. And if he's gonna be out for a while, like I don't know, like you said, that small ball type lineup, like I don't know how it's gonna do over a large portion of the season.
Yeah, with it with whatever a new coach too. It's like you're kind of trying out a new small ball lineup. Like now, it's almost like damn. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna ask that, Nem. It's like the Celtics' highest win total, like high best odds for the finals. It's almost like the value is not really there. I don't really see like from a betting perspective. I agree with you. That's like a tough bet to make right now, considering all the things that have happened in the offseason, injuries and stuff. But yeah, I still think middle pack of the East, like the roster is still talented. We've all said that. And, I guess there's something to be said for like how much better can Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum really get? I mean, it's almost like here they are, right? They got to the finals. Yeah. It's like, can you do much better than that? But yeah, I still think middle of the pack East, they'll be contending. And if Rob Williams is healthy late, if maybe he sits out for 2 months and then he's healthy at the end of the year, that's a different story. Mm-hmm. But Billy, did you have something or not?
I would just say for closing remarks, I'm curious to see how they buy into this new interim coach. We saw last year it took a while for them to buy into the Ime. Like they started off terribly, and then they kind of bought into what he was saying and they started picking it up. So I'm curious to see how they react to him. I know the Celtics fans are looking for Brogdon to be like this floor general, but if he plays more than 40 games, like that'd be great. But I don't think he's done that in a while. Can't stay healthy. So yeah, I think there's a lot of holes in their game right now. And but they're like, give me JT and JB any day of the week. Like Shay knows, I love those guys. I think JT is amazing, and like you guys said, they'll definitely be middle of the pack. But I'm curious to see how they react to the new coach.
Yep. All right, Celtics, we got that cleared, and we'll end the East in this segment until we get to the over-unders with the Knicks. So last year, we obviously knew what we were doing when we cursed them beginning of the year. All of us picked their over. Yeah. Knew what we were doing there. That was cursing. But yeah, going into this year, I mean, Tom, I'll start us off with like a similar narrative to what we're saying with JB and JT. It's like, all right, RJ, like, let's get a little bit better, I guess, see a little bit more progression from RJ would be great. I think he needs to solidify himself as a number 2, but I said that last year. Like, it's the same sort of deal with RJ. I mean, if he's going to make threes, then he's going to make threes. If he's not, then I just feel like it's almost annoying because I feel like that's like the only thing he's like, that he focuses on in the offseason, which I guess is, you need to be able to shoot threes in this league. But I like the progression I see with RJ is 1, finishing at the rim a little bit more effectively, and 2, threes, same as last year. But I think he is going to finish a lot better this year around the rim. That's one improvement that I'm like really, really looking forward to. And then in terms of the rest of the roster, I mean, Julius Randle took a huge step back last year, no fooling about that. I have said this to Tom like a couple times now. If Obi keeps progressing, I see Randle as like either move him to the 3 and suffer on defense, or like literally look to trade him and bench him. Randle's contract is like, it's not a deal by any means, so I would be willing to get off it. I know they tried their best to maybe for a bit there in the offseason and end of last year. Who knows how that'll work, but that's something I'm definitely looking out for. And in general, Obi and IQ, their progression going into their now 3rd year, and then Grimes is a 2nd year guy. His progression is going to be big too. But all things said, I see this team as like a 10 seed, like a 9 seed maybe. Brunson was obviously, a big add, but I don't think he's changing the culture enough where they're now back to what they looked like, 2 years ago, 4 seed. I don't see that, but I don't know how you feel, Tom. Go
ahead. Yeah, I'll just start it off. I'm just as high as I was last year. I was blindsided by the fact that Randle was so good, but like he was literally like point forward, and like no one knows how it worked. Everyone had COVID. No one was really playing basketball. Tom Thibodeau year 1, whatever. Brunson is actually going to help this team a lot more than people expect. He's not going to go out for like 25 points a game, but he'll just like be able to orchestrate, move the ball, and get things going a little bit better than RJ is so stagnant. Yeah, I mean, triple-double on Christmas.
Alec Burks for a bit in there was the point guard too, so it's obviously
they haven't had a point guard that could like truly like get things going like this. I think of like Kidd and Chauncey Billups during those like couple seasons that the Knicks were actually relevant.
Okay. Sure.
But yeah, I mean, that said, Derrick Rose was such a big part of this team last year. That's always like a major question mark. I'm not going to like put all my chips in the middle of the pot on Derrick Rose being healthy for the whole season.
Yeah.
But he like truly helps. He's a great like 2nd unit point guard and such. Like Hartenstein is a good sign. Cam Reddish is probably out the door. I think the Knicks, though, at the end of the day, like we were happy they didn't make this Donovan Mitchell trade because they're clearly not ready. They're not ready to take the next step. They have all these young guys. They're one of the most exciting teams in terms of just young talent that they could put in any trade. Like you saw every all-star over the summer is like, and it's like every 2 minutes someone's pissed off. I think like in terms of 38.5, I definitely like them, right? Like they're supposed to be in the play-in. Probably, I would definitely put my money on that. But I don't like. I like them more than these other guys in the same range. The Bulls, the Hawks, even the Heat. I think they'll play with. So I'm big on them again. Let's ride.
I don't know about the Heat out of those teams you mentioned, but also there's something else to be said for like, I mean, You mentioned Rose, right? I like Rose, as a backup point guard, but it's almost like I know you've been on this, so it's not like I'm crazy, but it's almost like, where is IQ? It's like IQ should be doing for us this season. I think what Rose's role was last 2 years when they were competitive. IQ has to be the guy that's coming in off the bench and like offering a spark, not Rose, right?
IQ has like this. I don't know. He's good. Not to like get on the Knicks too much. Grimes is going to fit that role better. I think he opens more things up, and he's better at finding the next guy passing. IQ is so good at just isolation, one-on-one. Like, he'll get a floater off, and he's great with that. There's not too much room. He's good defensively for his size, but like, he's definitely not like an above average defender. So it's hard for him to stick around. But yeah, like he's electric. Like, he'll hit a couple fourth quarter threes to get the guard on its feet. So I don't know. Like I said earlier, so many young guys just like with question marks, who can develop, who's going to get all pieced into a trade for someone that'll make us win like 2 more games than we already will.
Yeah,
so,
right, honestly. Right, exactly. Yeah, like package McBride or something for like, yeah. But I mean, I pretty much, I think we're on the same page, but I do 38.5. I'm like right around there. I think is even like 39, 40, I could see being right where they are. But 50. Wow. No shot, dude. No shot. 50. Oh God. All right. But yeah, anything else you guys want to chime in on the Knicks? What do you guys think? What we said, agree, disagree?
You guys were talking about improvements before. I would love to see Julius Randle maybe just a little better with his right hand. I think last year people were figuring I think people last year were figuring out that this guy's all left. Like, he can't drill the ball with his right, can't go anywhere on his right hand. So I would love to see him like take a little bit of improvement with that. But if he's gonna be like flipping off fans again this year because he's upset that he's getting booed because he
didn't flip off the fans. That was such a lie. No, that was Kyrie when he got swept.
But Billy, I agree, dude. Like, Randall's on thin ice, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's on thin ice, and like me, I don't know if he's built for New York. I think Barrett that's just going to take with time. I think Barrett's a great player. I think his game is going to last for a while, but Julius Randle is definitely a question mark for me.
Yeah, yep. I think for all of us, Billy, no disagreement there. All right, yeah, but that's some of the more interesting teams, at least going into the season in the East. But let's move into the West now. I guess I'll start us with the Lakers. Like, why not? We got another year of Bron. We got another year of LeBron. We got another year of the Lakers, dude. What do we think about the Lakers, yo? I think we all are in. I want to say we're all in agreement that the roster is pretty weak, but
they're ass.
Yeah. What's up, Bill? Go ahead.
LeBron doesn't care about basketball anymore. I'll just start off with that. He's gonna pass Korean points. Good for him, I guess. But he's not gonna win another ring with this roster. And I hope when all the dust is settled, is that he takes some accountability for all these moves that he's had influence on, like, because it's been real bad. And he's got to own up to that. And I don't know. It's kind of like, it kind of hurts me because, I think I can speak for like most of us that watching LeBron in like May and June, and it's like, it was the best Facts. Thing on television. But I think that time is done. I don't even know if this team is going to be any better than last year. It's going to be up to AD, was supposed to take this huge jump and be the man so LeBron could grace an age effortlessly. But he can't stay healthy. So yeah, they're just a whole big disappointment, and it's sad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. I agree. Anyone else on the Lakers? No. All right, we can move along. Because I think that's tough. Pretty much it. Yeah, like LeBron needs to take responsibility for this shitty roster.
LeBron is literally solely in his mogul stage. Like, he's into all of his businesses now. He doesn't care about basketball. He's going to pass premium points, and that's it. Yeah, he's going to call it. He's going to play with Bronny. Good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just tough for LeBron fans because he's just clearly making decisions outside of being on the best basketball team.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't even try and run back the championship team last year. That's the biggest, like, they won the championship and immediately shipped guys off for what they thought was an asset. Like it's brutal. They're gonna be in talks all year. I think they will get rid of those picks. But I mean, even if like this is like somewhat of a throwaway season, like if AD goes down right away or something like that, I think like out of respect, like LeBron will pass the scoring this year. Like it's cool that he'll do it as a Laker. Like that's just the Laker brand. Like I think they definitely like already owe it to him a little bit in that regard. But in terms of like making the better basketball moves, like nothing has been going right since that trade. They haven't signed anything. They haven't made any real moves except extending Pelinka. So I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, perfect segue then into the more interesting team in LA, I think, this year. Let's talk about the Clippers real quick. I definitely think they're a finals contender. Kawhi and PG healthy looks scary to me, but I don't know how you guys feel.
No, easy finals contender, out of the West.
I love John Wall this year. I think he's finally healthy. I think he's going to be a huge part in their playoff run. And yeah, I'm excited to watch them. It really all depends on their health, to be honest. If Kawhi can stay healthy, if PG can stay healthy.
Yeah.
I love their coach. What's their coach again?
Ty Lue.
I love that. I love him. So yeah, they're going to be a scary team this year, but I don't know. I think the Warriors might be running it back, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we could segue into the Warriors, but I did really want to quickly say about your John Wall comment. I do kind of agree, actually. I think he does have a good year.
Dude, I said that to you guys so long ago.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I agree.
I don't want to hear no John Wall. No. I said that shit months ago.
Nah, I was like, I agreed, yo. I kind of was with it. And I'm like, I don't know. He was talented when he's been 2 years since he played basketball, like obviously, but I like John Wall. I think that was a good signing. I think he's like kind of revamped now. But who knows? Who knows?
Apparently he's in a great headspace now. And I saw some clips of him on Instagram the other day, and he looks back to being obviously not like John Wall, because he used to be the fastest guy in the league. Like, to the cup, like he was like lightning. Yeah. So, but if he can just be like their third scorer and just help with like the floor general responsibilities, I think the Clippers could be very good.
Yeah. I will. Let's try to round it up so we can start talking about the over-unders. But I think I'm with you on the Clippers, Warriors being favorites in the West, and real quick, did want to mention the Nuggets as another team that I think can slide in there and be like at least top 3 favorite in the West with Porter and Murray healthy. I think they could be interesting. But never know with Michael Porter. He could just be done for the year by February.
But is Porter really? Do you really want Porter to be your third option? Like, I don't know.
I mean, a healthy Porter, kind of. I think a healthy Porter is a third option on a championship team. Like, honestly. Oh, Dan just got booted.
Dan's out.
Dan had enough, yo.
Too much John Wall praise.
Yeah, too much John Wall for Dan. But all right, I was gonna segue into the over-unders, but let's try to get Dan back in here.
Dude,
the Clippers, I do like Murray and what's his face back together though. I do like that.
Bro, Murray, Porter, I'm scared of the Nuggets. If I'm in the West, like
Murray and Jokic are probably one of the best duos in the league. Like,
that was pretty crazy when they
in the bubble. They were cooking dudes in the bubble. That was sick.
Yeah, we got to get back to that. Like, I'm excited for that like new Nuggets team. All right, well, we should do the jersey draft too. Like, what the fuck, Dan?
Dan will come back.
Well, all right. I'll randomize the order then for the draft, and let's do that. Oh, Dan, you're here. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
I can do it.
I mean, I got a randomizer up right now. Okay. All right. And the picks order. What?
Should we do the over-unders first, or just go right through it?
You want to do the over-unders before we do the pick thing? Okay, yeah, we can.
I don't know, or we could just pick and then defend our guys.
Yeah, I was down. I was down, yeah.
I'm down, just blind, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, because then you get the floor on your team when you grab them.
Billy, it's easy, yo. We're just drafting. I just made the order. It's me, Billy, Tom, Shane, then Dan.
Middle of the pack.
So Billy, it's just a snake draft. And you could pick whatever team you want, but the winner, like with the most, whoever gets the most wins at the end of the year gets a jersey.
Okay.
All right.
Magic.
Magic.
Just lock him down early at the turn.
All right. So fine. Okay. So let's get it. I'll start us off. How many teams did we pick last year? 4?
4 each.
So should we keep it at 4, I guess, or do 3 now?
I think because the snake, you want to end on an even. I think 4 was good. We'll add 4 more teams, 4. Basically.
All right, yeah. So Billy, you're picking 4 teams.
But it got messy last year. Like,
wait, I'm picking 4 teams, so I think it's going to be like
like who you think's going to win the most games? Like
you add all the wins up at the end of the year.
Okay. Yeah. So okay.
It got dicey last year. Because these teams and with Wembanyama, like it's gonna be all of a sudden the star's gonna get hurt and this team's gonna try and win like 10 games.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Clippers first. So Clippers are off the board. Billy, you're up.
Nets.
Tom.
Dude, champs.
Dubs. Good pick. All right, Nam, what's up?
I'll go Milwaukee.
Nice. All right, Dan.
Right there, Dan.
I'm gonna get
right there.
I know.
You got 2, Dan. You got 2.
I know. I'm gonna go Sixers. It's like, man.
Sixers.
I'll have to pick the C's because they're there.
Right. Yep.
I'll buy into the Vegas hype for their win loss total.
There you go. All right, Nam.
I'll go Suns.
Wow, they're getting disrespected, rightfully so.
That was fair. Where to put them?
What
do you got, Tom?
So.
Love that they're still here. Nuggets, baby. Let's go.
Fuck you.
10th 1 seed.
Yeah, that's a great pick. All right, Billy.
Let me get the Mavericks.
Damn it, Billy. All right, I get 2 now. Okay. Fuck, dude. I hate this already. I deadass hate this already. Dude.
Were you gonna pick Mavs?
I was gonna pick Mavs, Nuggets, Mavs, like in that order.
Should have picked them first. Should have picked them first overall. If you wanted them.
Right. Yeah. All right, I'll go. Grizzlies, Timberwolves.
This is gonna get really ugly.
Grizz, T-Wolves.
Wow.
Billy.
Just.
They've got beef. Probably a better pick than the Mavs.
Straight up beef, dude. Straight up beef.
Best
3.
Best series last year.
4, Dan.
4. Word.
Yeah, so you get 2 to end it.
Let me. I'll take the Heat.
Yep. All right, Tom.
Last year, I really went wrong with the Blazers because I was thinking of the ceiling. You got to think of the floor when you get to these picks. I'm just going to take the Raptors. I don't think they can lose less than like 40. Like they're right there.
Yep. Dance tours. Nam, you're up.
I'll go Cleveland.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I'm such an idiot.
I just think we talked about it. You just said it, Tom. The floor for Cleveland is what scared me.
Didn't scroll down. Didn't even see him. Forgot.
I didn't see him either.
You're an idiot.
Would have taken him.
Yes,
would have taken him.
To be honest.
Oh, you guys are idiots. Yeah. All right, Dan, you get 2. The Raptors.
No, I think I still like where I'm at.
It's really not that big. I think either I like your floor. I think I
scroll
agree
down, honestly. That was
the Raptors are low-key not gonna lose more than 40 games. Like they never do.
Damn, okay. So I'm taking the Pels.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
there's no way they were gonna get back to you.
There's like one good team left.
Yeah,
Damn,
I'm
okay.
gonna be fucked.
Now I got to take a shot here.
Yeah, Scully,
Tom,
you're gonna
you're
have to.
right.
Here come the magic. Here come the magic.
No,
Yo.
no.
Scully, you're gonna.
No.
I know I'm fucked, dude.
What's
I'm
up,
fucked.
Dan?
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, this is ugly, but I gotta take him because give me the Kings.
Oh! Why? Why?
Give me the Kings. West wide open.
Dude, wait, chill. Yeah, wait. I'm kind of liking the Kings. Chill on
All
that.
right. No one took the Hawks, right? Just putting that out there for the scroll down.
Didn't take the Hawks.
Yeah, Dan willingly took the Kings over the Hawks.
That's just where we're at now.
We know where we are. Hey, you know where you were when you heard it.
Dead ass.
That's
All right,
insane.
Nem, what do you got, yo?
I'll do give me the Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Kings over
Someone
the
had to do
Lakers.
it. Yeah, that was Dan is wild. Dan is wild. All right,
50
Tom,
win
let's get
Kings.
All the teams left could be a disaster. Like
Absolutely.
you guys like you're gonna have
Take
to
your
dig
Knicks,
deep.
bro.
Nah, I think I'll
50
take.
win Knicks, you said, right?
Yeah, dude. No, I think
minute on the clock.
yeah, I'll just go Hawks. I'll just go Hawks.
Yeah. All right, Bill.
Boring pick, but
I'll take the Bulls.
These are all boring picks.
Bulls. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take the Knicks, dude. Let us end it. End it on the Knicks. I would have taken the Bulls, Billy, honestly, but yeah. All right. So there we have it. Clippers, Grizz, T-Wolves, Knicks. Billy has Nets, Mavs, Heat, Bulls. Tom has Warriors, Nuggets, Raptors, Hawks. Nem has Bucks, Suns, Cavs, Lakers. I think I like Nem's the most. Dan has Sixers, Celtics, Pels, Kings. Dude, the Pels and Kings, Dan, you could literally get 50 wins combined. Like if things go like one way or another.
Gotta reach for a ceiling. I was dead wrong on the Pacers last year.
The Pacers.
They were so
guys
bad.
were all high on the Pacers
They
last
blew
year.
that shit up. Like
so bad. All right. Yeah. So that's for Jay, boys. Let's get it. All right. Let's just do the over-unders, dude. Let's get right into it. I'll try to go down the list. If no one has anything to say, just move along. But yeah, we'll start with the Celtics, 53.5. I'll go under.
We got into it earlier. I'm going slight under. I think they'll win about probably like 49 games. I'm going under.
Yep.
Under.
Dan. Fuck, running out of time again. Jesus Christ. Tom.
I'll zag. Over.
Wow.
Okay. Bildo.
Me too. I'll go over.
Wow.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I still think they could be like 50 wins. I don't know about
53.5
Yeah,
is a
50,
lot. Dude, that's gonna win the East.
Like
Nobody won
50
54 games last year. 53 won the East last year, Miami.
Dude, Williams being
It's a lot
out
of
is
wins.
going to be huge, I think.
I
no
totally
Will for
agree
2
for the
months and
regular
stuff?
season total specifically, Dan, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's high.
All right.
It's really high.
We didn't talk much about the Bucks, so we can talk a little bit about them, but 52.5 for the Bucks. It's like, how long can this Giannis thing with Drew Holiday and Chris keep going? I'm gonna say honestly,
marks with the health.
I'm gonna say over though. I'm gonna say over. I think they could win 55 games and just be the same old Bucks, but it is a question of how long this can last.
I think
Nam, what do you think?
The only question mark with them is how many games is Giannis going to play and is he healthy? Like, I think we all agree, like everyone in kind of the NBA sphere thinks that like the Bucks probably would have won the finals last year if Chris Middleton was playing.
Right.
Like they sure as hell would have beat the Celtics. And I think they would have beat the Warriors too. So I'm going to go over, and I think they're probably like my finals pick out of the East. I know it's not, I know it's kind of like cliche at this point, but like it is what it is. They have the best player in the world on their team, and their team is loaded. So I'm going over.
I agree.
I'm just I'm betting on a really competitive East because again, 52.5. Yeah, it's a lot of wins. I'm saying maybe they get 50-51.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Billy, what do you think?
I'm going over.
Word. Yeah, I think like I think they might be my finals pick as well, but we'll get to that at the end.
Yeah, it really just
Tom,
depends on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, no, literally, I think they would have won the finals if he was healthy last year. Tom, what do you think though? Over under?
I'm gonna bet with my heart right now and say under. Bud catastrophe season just doesn't make any adjustments. Giannis is gonna be fine. He plays all the time. He only plays like 28 minutes a game though, because they'll just beat the crap out of people. I'm gonna go under though. I think it's the same exact team. I don't know if they did anything. They're gonna make a move. They tried last year, couldn't really get it done. I'm gonna go under though, but I think for the playoffs, I don't think this is gonna be relevant. Like if they're a 4 or 5 seed, I think in the playoffs they're still gonna be the favorite, but under 52, please.
Yep. All right. Suns at 52.5. I don't have anything else to say other than under. I just don't see this team performing like they did last year. And I don't think
we're all going to pick under. I think everyone's going to say under.
Anyone have the over? If you have the over, speak now. Because I'm writing you for everybody.
Under.
Yeah. Under. That's going to be one of those takes though that we look back and we're like, yeah, the Suns won 60
games. Dude, what Luka did to them is like that gives you PTSD. Like that destroys your team.
He broke them, dude. Like, he broke them, bro.
Like it's not. They're not going to be good this year. Like when one man does that to your whole team, it's like, dude.
Yeah.
You don't even want to show up to camp, dude. You're like, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think we're all in agreement there. All right, Clippers 51.5. I'm going over for sure. As you guys know, I think the Clippers are the finals team out of the West, probably. Yeah, I'm over. I'm definitely over.
Is Kawhi Leonard like playing in the first game of the season? Like, is he 100%?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's 100%, but he is playing.
He is playing?
Yeah, I think everyone's playing.
I've never seen a star that we know less about. Like it's honestly insane. Every single year,
Kawhi could literally go right into MVP talk. Like not even capping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna go slightly under.
Okay. Fair. Dan, over. I see here.
Yep. Like the over.
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 Bill going over.
All right, Nem's the lone under. Okay. Warriors at 50.5. Damn. I definitely think they take a step back, but I'm gonna go over. Slightly over. I don't think they're a crazy team this year, but over.
Yep.
Dan,
I'm going
over.
under.
Nem. Under. Okay.
Under.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the Draymond Green. I think Draymond could get traded. I think this season.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think that's really that big a deal?
Yeah, I mean he's gone after this year for sure. So it's just
he's not going to resign.
It's a matter of what does he give the team at this point in his career, which is pretty much just defense and just big guy toughness stuff. So
just fouling people, really.
Yeah, it's and who knows with Clay's health. Poole, I like Poole, and I like their young guys like Moody and stuff. But yeah, I think they also take a step back this year, and I'm going under on that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Steve Kerr gets them to 55 wins or something again. But Dan, you think over, right? Yeah, over.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Tom.
Over.
O-Beans. Billy.
I'm alone on all
I'm going over.
Here?
Yeah, but I'm alone again. All right.
Wow.
They have such a. It looks like they have such a smooth transition right now between championship team and rebuild. They have 4 or 5 guys that you could point to and be like, this guy could be this or he could be that. Jordan Poole has the Tyler Hero extension looming. So I think you're right. Draymond's probably gone. It just stinks because this team was so anchored by Draymond. And then last year they kind of got away from it and they didn't need to depend on it, which was so bad for his own stock. But I think Steve Kerr is, if not the best coach in the league, I think they're going to be fine. But what is Wiseman going to be? What is Poole going to be for them? Over though.
All right, let's do this. Let's do the Sixers, and then I'll invite you guys to a new meeting because we're right around out of time. But Sixers 50.5. Yeah, I'm with the 1 seed train, so I'm going over. I'm going over. Probably, I could see them touching 60, honestly. But 50.5, I think is easy for them.
Solely off my Over under picks. I'm going over.
Over. Yeah. Tom, over. I see.
Yep.
Simple. Nem, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over.
Bill.
50 and a half.
I'm going under, dude.
Really? Yeah. All right, so Billy's under here. Why is that, Bill?
I don't believe in their roster. I really don't. Outside of James and Embiid, they really don't have anybody. So
damn. So 49 wins for the Sixers. That seems low to me. That just doesn't. I don't know.
I think they literally win like 51. Like they'll beat it by like a half game.
Wow. Yeah, I think they have a good regular season, dude. I think Embiid actually might get off the schneid.
They will.
The MVP. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, 51 games is like a good season, I guess. So that's
completely objective pick by me here. You know, the Nets are going to be a lock for the top 3 seed. I think it's going to be.
No way.
I think it's going to be Bucks, Nets, Celtics, Sixers. So I'm going over.
I got the under.
Yeah, I got the over. Too. Wow. Okay. Under.
I don't trust anything about this team and the players.
100% now.
Like nothing. I don't know why. Like they won. Like they were playing team last year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
dude.
not betting.
TJ Warren hasn't played since the bubble. Like TJ Warren, we talk about like Brogdon's health. Like TJ Warren hasn't played basketball in a year.
I'm not betting on that team to gel
to win like, 51 games. Like, no way.
Just assume they're all going to do great together.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is like the biggest question mark in the NBA. It's like you literally do not know what he's going to do. What you're going to.
You've convinced me straight up. I'm going under, actually.
Nice.
I kind of agree, dude. Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, because I could Billy, I could see like 48 out of this team, and they're like a 5 seed. Like I could so see that.
I could definitely.
So I'm gonna go under.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go under.
Not saying I'm gonna go like 35.
Yeah, dude. I think one of us said like before the start of last season, so 2 years ago, one of us was like Nash is out by Christmas. Like. He should have been. Like, I don't know. Has he elevated?
Might be.
Has he elevated anyone besides like the stars who don't like need that extra like coaching? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not in love with any of the side pieces. I like Royce O'Neal a lot. Like, I think he actually brings something to the table that they really didn't have at all. But I'll go under, and then kind of more let them lurk in the playoffs. I feel like you give that benefit of the doubt with like KD, Kyrie, but under in the ring. 50?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. All right. We got a couple here that I think we can kind of just like breeze through. So I'm going to say Nuggets 49.5 over. We already talked about Murray Porter. I got over for you, Dan.
Over.
Dem.
I'm going to go slight under.
Slight under. Billy.
Yeah, I'm going to go under too.
Yeah. That's fair. I really like
Murray
the Nuggets
stuff
this year.
Still kind of scares me, and I think the team is kind of shallow outside of Murray and Jokic.
Yeah.
Like Will Barton
I can't disagree.
And Aaron Gordon is like their third option.
MPJ.
Jones, Highland.
Monte Morris.
Team.
Highland.
Like, Jokic
literally
carried this team to like 47.
We'll talk about Highland
last year. So
get out. No way.
Bruce Brown.
I'm down.
He's on the Nuggets.
Bruce Brown
now?
is actually probably the.
He's on the Nuggets, really.
Super underrated pickup.
Who's on the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Bruce Brown.
Shit, Bruce Brown. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they are a little deeper than I thought, but
they traded for KCP.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the Nuggets. I'm on the over, dude. Don't worry.
Wow, maybe
of course, I said let's breeze through. Here we are with the Nuggets. I said
I think
over for me, dude.
All right, this I probably could save for like the MVP talk. But what like does Jokic have to do to get MVP? Like it's 1 seed. He could to get a third in a row. I'm saying. But this team, like they could touch those heights. I think like he's done it before with guys from like backyard basketball. Like I don't know. I like this team a little bit more. Let's see. 1 seed.
Yeah. All right. Grizzlies 48.5. I think with a newly stacked West under for the Grizz.
They won more than 50 games last year, right? They were pretty good last year.
No, they
won.
Like,
yeah, they won a lot last year. I think the West is back.
They
and it was down.
Yeah,
they lost some.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have that same year.
They lost Melton. They lost Kyle Anderson.
Are we all on the under then?
Yeah, I would go under.
Yeah.
Okay.
They won 56 last year. Yeah, I'll go. They won 56 last year, and theirs is 48.5. I'm gonna go over,
dude.
I'm going over, dude.
Really?
Yeah, my only like, I don't know, I'm getting butterflies thinking about it because I love Jaren Jackson, but he does not stay on the court, and he just like whether he's getting hurt and he's pulling like, I don't know.
He's got to do something. He's got to do something
hurt, or
he's just fouling out. Like he has to play. Like
he sucks.
You kind of have the mini problem with Mitch Scully. Like
suck.
you need these. He does. No, he's so good. Like
suck.
he can, and like he's shown it before. He could just hit like 4 threes for no reason. Like he can do all the things you need, but they're in such like tiny spurts that you're like you need to like even if you're getting a little like lower your ceiling, you need to put it together a little bit more. But like they won 56 last year. Kind of just seeing that again. Like I'll take that over. Let's do it.
All right, that's the only over for the Grizz. All right, Mavs. Similar narrative for me. I think the West is just better. Obviously, Luka went off, Billy, like you said, against the Suns, but that roster is not.
Yeah, the roster's not the best.
I'm going under, dude. Under 48.5 for the Mavs. I could see like 45, so I'm gonna go under.
If Luka
I think
stays
Luka's
healthy,
going to win MVP this year, bro.
If Luka, I love the call, Billy. We'll talk about MVPs later, but I like this Mavs team. Like low key, they picked up Christian Wood. That's a good guy off the bench.
He's the second best player. He's the second best player.
Dude.
But it doesn't matter.
That's Dinwiddie, bro.
Scully. He's another
Come
scorer.
on, it matters, dude.
It matters
for him to be your second
degree.
best player. Like, dude, give me something on the defensive end. He's not dropping 30. Like, I think the Mavericks roster is bad.
He could be dropping 19, 20, and 10. Like 19.
And then what does that leave the Mavs? Where does that leave the Mavs?
I mean, if Luka's going to be MVP, like,
dude, I don't
know.
I
think it's the same discussion with the Mavs every year. It's like, man, if they had like a number 2 guy next to Luka, like it's a title team, and they never do. They still somehow win like 50 games a year.
Exactly.
Just because Luka's so great. But I'm gonna go under as well. I'm going under.
Okay. Dan, you have the over. Tom, what do you think?
It's that Mavs cycle. It's like Luka shows up to camp like out of shape or whatever, and then like he's not so good early. Like he's been the MVP favorite now. Like this will be his 3rd year, and he's like not so good in October, and you're like, his team, blah blah blah, and then he goes nuclear in the playoffs, and then people are really questioning like the pieces on the side of the team. I've hated the other guys on this roster more and more since he hit his prime. So this 3rd year in a row, and yeah, I mean, give me the under. Like I don't know, maybe Jason Kidd is gonna. They're too Luka dependent, man. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right, under for Tom. Billy, what do you got under?
I don't know. I'm really conflicting because
it's close. It's close.
Dude, Luka could win 40 games by himself. Like, dude, towards the end of the year, he was dropping like 35, 15, 18. Like, dude, he was going insane. So yeah. I don't know, dude. I think honestly, with my gut, I think I'm gonna take under. But dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they win 50 games. Like seriously, because Luka is that good.
I feel that. I feel that. Dan's the only over, but yeah, that one's close. I could see 47, dude. Like I'm gonna take the under, but barely. All right, Heat 48.5. Like can we just? I guess under. The Heat are so interesting to me every year, dude. I guess under.
I love how it's the same team now.
It's like just the same shit. I don't know. Like I guess over. I could see them getting the over, but I mean.
They're gonna upset someone in the playoffs at the end of the day, but then lose the next series. Like they'll beat like the Nets or like the Celtics or like one of those teams.
Not beating my Nets.
I don't know. You're right. Maybe the Cavs is a high seed. They're gonna beat someone, and then they're probably gonna lose. And it's just like this team is so good, but like they're so unexciting. I don't know. They win regular season games though. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't bet against Spoelstra though. I think Spoelstra's a great coach.
That's right.
50 wins. I mean,
50 wins is a lot for them though.
Yeah,
especially because Bam is ass.
Yeah, like Bam as your second, Lowry's out the door almost, dude. I don't know, Tyler Hero.
But dude, Tyler Hero's got to have a big year. Like we were talking about, the Celtics might lost the Bucks, dude. The Celtics might have lost the Heat with the healthy Tyler Hero. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got under. Nem, what do you got?
I'm gonna go under.
Under. Dan, you got the under.
Yep.
Tom.
Over.
All right, riding with it. Billy.
I'll go under.
Tom, the lone over on the Heat.
Love that. Like, build the narrative. My Heat now, like all year.
There you go. It's your Heat, bro. Your heroes. All right, T-Wolves, 48.5. Interesting team for sure. Obviously, you know, they got Gobert and Anthony Edwards is on the way out. Cat's some level of a star. To ask for 50 wins, though.
Their over-under is 48.5.
That's so much, dude. That's so much. Like, I love this team.
But I love this dead ass. I love this team too much. This is like a straight just heart pick right here.
Like, Dan, this is hard, Dan. I'm going over. I'm going over, dude. Like, can they get to 50 wins, Dan?
Billy, dude.
Like, where does let's say they get 51 wins, Dan. Where does that put them in the West? Like,
they're like
does that put them top 3?
I'd say top 3, top 4.
They got a lot of talent this year, dude. I think I'm going over too, bro.
And they just added a DPOY.
I'm with you guys. Like, yeah, over for me. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was
definitely Pat Bet. Like, fuck him.
Just look at their start. Their starting 5 is gonna be D'Lo, Ant, probably some like random small forward, then Cat and Gobert.
Dude,
Taurean Prince, dude. Taurean Prince is probably the guy, Dan. McDaniels. True. Okay. Dude, yeah. So this roster, I mean, is loaded, like straight up.
Yeah.
They got Kyle Anderson. Like, remember he had some moments, dude. I'm telling you.
He always does, yo. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it on paper, the Wolves are stacked, but it's always like what we saw in the playoffs too. It's like, can they really put the wins together? You know,
just historic losses. Just blowing huge lead.
Fuck, I could so see that like in a microcosm of the whole season. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna stick with the over, but
I'm gonna go.
Where are you going? What do you got? Yeah, what do you got, Tom?
I'm going.
No, you got.
I'm going under.
Okay,
I think that's
the only one as it stands. Only under as it stands, unless you're switching, Tom.
No, I'm gonna go over. They're like the only team to have. There was like that ESPN list, top 25 or top 20. They're the only team to have 3 players. So like, remember the big 3 era died? I think that's great. Like, Gobert is probably like literally 20 or 25, whatever it was. First thing I thought of though when they made that trade, dude, Naz Reid, our boy was grinding, and now he's like, I don't know. I want him to be the backup center. Like, he should be on like the Nets or Celtics. I think I loved watching him, and they're
Where
like,
did he go?
Now. No, he's there, but I want him on a different team now. Like, they're gonna, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to like. They're gonna already have those 2 guys on the floor at the same time all the time, so he'll still get in a little bit. But I think he could be like a center that plays a lot more and just is like a rim protector. I love Reid.
Yeah. All right. Cavs 47.5. See, like, for me, that's almost like one of those ones where it's like I could see 47. Like, I almost want to just push, but obviously I can't. Damn. I'm gonna go over 49 maybe.
I think if the Nets have a wacky regular season, it's definitely going to be the Cavs that's going to take advantage of that. So,
that's a good call, Bill.
I would probably take the over, to be honest. Like, can this team really win 50 games, you guys think? Like, not like 48, 49. Do you guys think they could win 50?
I don't know, Billy. I don't know. I'm really like on the edge. Like, I think 48, 49 is the number. I really think, like, to say they're going to win like 50 plus is a lot, but to say they're going to win 45 is like,
yeah, I think,
dude, they're better than that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to stick with my pick. I'm going to stick with the over. And, you know, I'll, at the end of the day, I'll probably be wrong about the Nets, but whatever.
See, I have the Cavs under, but I feel like then that would make me want to have the Heat over.
Sucks.
Like, I have a bunch of these teams under in the East, and it's like, I guess it's got to be the Cavs if the Nets don't do well.
Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right?
I got a lot of overs, Dan.
No, I know. I
have like all unders. I just noticed.
I
have great. 2 overs, the Bucks and the Sixers. That's terrible. And I'm about to go under on the Cavs right now.
Oh no!
Segues into the next under pick.
So you're the only under.
Yeah, Nem's the only under then. If you're going over, Tom, yeah, he's going under.
I think if there's any team in the East that has like the most range, like what to expect, if there's any team that could win 10 more games than they're supposed to, like they could literally win 57. Like they could just be amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think
could
their
be
ceiling
really
is so
good,
high.
man.
They could be
really good.
Really
like
good.
if Mobley is already going to be deep
Mobley is a Hall
conversation
of
from
Famer.
day one. Jared Allen
Mobley is literally a Hall of Famer.
I kind of agree, dude. Like
I know it's
unreal.
crazy.
No,
It's crazy how good of a
he's
year
that good
he
already.
had.
Oh,
Like,
and he doesn't have to score at all now. Like he can literally have like 14 points a game and just be the best defender on the court.
and they have LeVert, dude. LeVert off the bench.
Dude, we'll get to it, dude. We'll get to it, dude.
All right. Moving on to the Hawks at 45.5. I think I said my spiel. I'm just gonna go under, like without much else to say about it. Like
I
think we're all going under unless
it's
Shane
the opposite of
pulls
what you
something
said,
out.
Tom. Instead of exploding for 10 more wins, the Hawks could lose. Like, they could only win like 35 games if everything goes wrong.
It could be weird.
You know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, under.
I'm gonna go over.
There it is.
Looking at looking at the board, he's like, I gotta switch it up, man.
I gotta go
Because
somewhere.
I think there's just more wins to be had now in the East because I think the Celtics take a step back. And I think the bottom of the East is bad. I think the Bulls take a step back. I think, 45 and a half. They can win 46 games. Yeah, I'm gonna go over.
Word. Yeah, I mean, they certainly can. All right, Lakers also at 45.5. I think in the same breath, there's a lot less wins to be had in the West, so I'm going to go under for the Lakers. Probably like 44 for them.
LeBron's going to score a lot of points, but they're going to lose a lot of games.
Yeah. I'll go under, but I wouldn't be so sure about how many games are going to be left ahead. Or there's going to be a ton, I'm saying. Like the Jazz went from, I guess 2 years ago, they won 60. They're going to win like 12 to 15 games, maybe.
Yeah. Same
That's
thing with the
so
Spurs.
many games right there.
Spurs
But
too.
I just think like the bottom is going to be looking to lose. You have to really, I don't know. That's why I would generally say there's going to be more of these would be overs. I don't know. That's just like a general take there. But even with that, which sucks, is that Lakers under, dude. Like this roster is unforgivable. It's really hard. Like you wince when you get past the top two and then even just like go, oh, Russ, we're next. Who is going to be the best player? It's really bad, dude. It's hard to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over for them.
Zagging them.
We're finding the overs late for them. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Lakers could easily still win 50 games. I don't think it's crazy to say, like, but I'm just, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think AD's health holds up. All right, Raptors 45.5. That one is like so on the nose to me.
Yeah.
I lean under though. I lean under. Like 42 I see more for the Raptors, but like I don't see any less than like 39. You know what I mean? Like I definitely think they're around 500, but I don't know if they're going to win 46 games.
It's 45 and a half.
Yeah. I got under.
Yeah, I think they do that. I'm going over.
I have the over.
Word? Yeah, I mean,
I think they're better than the Bulls. They're better than the Knicks, and then they're definitely better than like Washington, Charlotte, like
over.
Yeah,
I would argue they could be better than the Hawks, definitely.
Yeah, or you dude, the Cavs.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Dan. To be honest,
Raptors have like Nick Nurse is such a great coach, and Scotty Barnes won Rookie of the Year last year.
Like look at that roster.
I might be wrong on that.
Dude,
I think
Scotty Barnes, most improved player.
He just won
that would be a
year.
crazy jump.
Yeah, it could
like
be
winning Rookie of the Year and then most improved. That's kind of like.
Yeah, but all right, we have to just. I think we got to put the Raptors in perspective a little bit in the sense that like their talent, their peak is low. Like they're obviously not like. I'm only leaning unders because I would be more willing to bet they win under 40 than they win over 50, right?
Dude,
so
I'll just Philly a hell of a fight in that first round.
No, they did.
I know Embiid was hurt a couple of those games.
Dude, they're
competitive
that,
game winner, but like those were close games.
Yeah,
they're frisky, not like title contenders, but like 46 wins. I can see it. I'm like like fairly confident in it. I don't want to say like a lock, but like I like their over a lot.
Yeah. All right.
I might bet on that in real life, honestly.
Yeah, I'm down. But all right, Pelicans, interesting squad for sure.
Dude,
44 and a half.
So excited about this team, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm on the over pretty big on them. 45 wins. I could see them easily getting that.
Cavs of the East.
Yeah,
Cavs of the West.
Cavs of the West. Yeah.
Cavs of the West.
No, because the Cavs are.
It's
their
just
two best players aren't injury prone. You know what I mean? Like the Pels are literally all injury. Like is Zion playing?
Yeah,
we
could all. No, I mean
PJ McCollum's always hurt too. Like I like their team a lot, but it's so risky.
Dude,
with
I
that,
feel like I don't know. I feel like 44.5 is low though. I think they could easily win like 48.
Not 44 is.
Joe Val.
Yeah.
Herb Jones.
They have a really good team.
No, they like slightly arrived against the Suns. I guess you can point to like the Suns really melted, but they were like giving them fits. They were in game 6 the whole time, right? And like without Zion. Yeah. And then you think about like they're in all these KD talks and they're like, no, we're not going to send you BI and a package. We're going to like run with this. I think they're really confident in that team. And 44 is definitely a lot, especially because like the Zion thing could be literally everything. But he was second team in his only full year. Give me the over.
All right. Nem, you got the under then pretty confidently?
No, I'll go over. Not confident about it though, but I'll go over, yeah.
Word. Tom, over. Everyone's on
clean
the
sweep?
over then.
Is that our first?
That's our first. That is our first clean sweep.
No, the Suns.
Oh no, we had the Suns all under. So that's our first over sweep.
That's great.
Yep. All right, cool. Bulls 41.5. So I don't love the Bulls, but I think they win more than 42.
Yeah, I think that's so low for the Bulls.
That's like, so low, dude.
Lonzo's not playing. Lonzo is not going to play this year.
Caruso,
and by the way, we'll get to it. LaMelo's not playing either. They're both done, dude.
Watch. No way.
Yeah.
No way. I agree with you on Lonzo, but I don't know about LaMelo. I'm still going over for this win total.
I'm going over too.
Under. I don't know. What scares me about them is like DeRozan was like the MVP favorite like the first 3 months of the season last year. It's like, is he going to do that again? Probably not. And then like you guys said Lonzo's out. Like Lonzo can't even walk apparently. Like he's not going to play this year.
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be tough.
I like the Knicks more than the Bulls this year. What's the Knicks line?
38. We'll get there.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go under on the Bulls.
Zach LaVine, dude.
Yeah, this would be one you would flop together. I totally.
I'm going under on the Bulls.
They added Gordon Dragic, Andre Drummond. Like I don't know. You guys are wrong about that, to be honest. Like
I'm down, Bill.
Billy, I'm with you, dude. I think. Bro, like the Bulls are like, dude, they were like the 1 seed for a while last year.
Yeah,
I'm saying because DeRozan was like MVP.
Yeah, DeRozan was off it. Yeah.
And Lonzo, literally when Lonzo was playing for the first 3 months, they were the 1 seed. And when Lonzo left, they literally tanked down the standings, and everyone was like, "Okay, this team has no pace."
Ball handler.
Lonzo is so good with like that's they're so like they have so much pace.
Or LaVine.
Right now, their point guard on I think it's gonna be Dragic or Caruso. Because right now,
Dragic's like
it's Ayo.
What about Kobe White?
No, it's Ayo. Scully, he's the starting point guard.
Ayo, yeah, dude, Ayo is like taking over Kobe White's spot. I'm pretty sure, actually, now that you mentioned that.
No. I think again to sneak to previews. Most improved Ayo should be up there. He's gonna get a ton of time with this, and like it is a great starting 5, right? Like, and Patrick
they're
Wood,
not gonna tank, right? It's like they have Vooch and DeRozan and LaVine and Caruso,
right?
Like they have a good team.
They can't.
41.5. I feel like that's low.
They can't take 41.5 is too low for me. I'm going over.
Yeah, I might have just. You guys probably just talked me into the over too.
And now he's over. All right, now you're sticking with the under.
Yeah, I'm
under. You're the only one. Mm-hmm. All right. Blazers now 39.5. Fuck, dude. I think that's got to be the under too. Yeah, Dan. I think it's got to be, dude. The Blazers are in shambles.
So high for them. I feel like
the Blazers are in shambles, dude. I think that's literally Dame's like. That's just how good. How can Dame carry you to 40 wins?
Is Dame playing game 1?
I don't even. Is he not?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, okay. But still, dude, that's not changing my opinion. That's not changing my opinion. I'm under big time with that.
Yeah, I'm under too.
Is he getting traded? Like it might be time.
Yeah,
like
this. I agree.
This is, when you have Wembanyama available, I think people are just going to make decisions. Like
Blazer, right?
And the rest of the draft is loaded too, right? So not to just harp on one guy. Like if you're just going to have to make decisions by like Christmas, and they might just say like, let's try and trade him now. It's good. It's as close to a ceiling as possible, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. All right. So we're all under on that.
Sweep.
Another sweep right there. Okay, and here we are at the Knicks at 38.5. Dude, I think I'm going under. Because I kind of like your take on the fact that it might be like Bulls, Knicks flip-flopping. I'm going to say the Knicks are at like 37 wins. And like I said before, they're in that 10 slot, like in the play-in. Don't think they're going to be like terrible.
But you don't think so you're basically saying Brunson's not going to help at all then because they're going to be the same exact team.
Dude, like
the under would mean
low key, Billy. Yeah, I mean, here's what I'll say, Billy. I think they're going to be like more competitive at least, and it's like going to be a lot of, all right, the Knicks are like a step away, like they're going to lose to all of the top teams in the East. So like Bucks, we already mentioned, like those teams are going to struggle with badly. And I think they might lose a lot of close games, but I could see them winning like 38, 37 and getting that 10 seed. Like I said, I don't know. I'm down to be wrong. So I'll just be wrong on the Knicks. Like I'll take the L for us and not if we're all going to pick the over. But yeah, I'm just going to stick with the under. And I think the Bulls are like around the same as the Knicks, but better by a little bit.
I love their over, honestly. I love their over last year too, but now I really like it. I'm saying, dude, again, we're asking them to go, dude, 39 wins is below 500. Like, come on. I think the Knicks can win 40 games.
Come on,
they can go 40 and 42, 41 and 41.
Yeah.
I guess, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are probably right. I'm almost just like, I'm almost just tethering my expectations completely down in every situation with the Knicks this year. Like, I just want to be surprised.
I get it, Scully. We did the same thing last year, and they didn't come close to 41. What did they win, like 33 games or whatever?
It wasn't even
37. They won 37.
37.
I could see them doing that again, dude. I could see them winning 37 games.
So you're asking them to win 2 more games with the addition of Brunson. Is Brunson
I'm gonna
2
pick
wins
over,
better than last year? That's literally
Evan Fournier is almost like not useless, but he was not good with Julius Randle feeding him the ball. Like Brunson is gonna
he was
the team. He
was ass against everyone except the Celtics. Like when he played the Celtics, like he was fucking
on. The Celtics team was crazy.
They offered him to the Celtics for nothing, like because the Celtics had the mid-level exception, and they just said no. They basically said for free.
Terrible. All right,
we lost Dan again.
Moving on.
Hopefully he gets back in it, but all right, so I guess he's probably got the over too, though. But all right, I'm the only one in the under on that one. Hornets 38.5, dude, way under. Like literally way under.
The rest of these teams are
straight up way under. Straight up way under. Yeah, we could just go through this last part quickly. I got
this is way
Hornets under, Wizards under, Kings under. I have the under for probably all these teams.
Whoa.
Except
Chill
the Kings.
On the Kings. Yeah, don't fly back that.
33.5.
Have a dude, they have DeAndre Fox, Sabonis, Keegan Murray has been playing like really well in preseason. He's getting like a lot of buzz. That's rookie of the year talk right there.
Yeah.
I think they kind of have like a sneaky good team. I'm going over on that.
They have
Harrison Barnes, Malik Monk.
All right.
Bro,
I like this.
Right? On ESPN, it says they have Matthew Dellavedova. No way Matthew Dellavedova is on the Kings. No way.
Davion Mitchell is still there. Like, I think they kind of have like a sneaky good team.
Danielle.
Hey.
Dan, do you have over under on the Knicks? That's what we just did.
I don't have it up. What was it?
38.5.
I think you just talked me into it, Shane. I'm going over on the Kings.
Yeah.
No, I'm
going under on
I'm
the
going
Wizards.
over. Definitely going over on the Kings.
Let's breeze through this under, and then we all pick the over.
Let's just.
I just laid the groundwork for the Kings right now.
I think we just got through Hornets. I think we just wanted to run through Hornets Wizards. That was the only.
All right, fine.
Dude, yeah.
Dan, you have under over for the Knicks though.
Damn. I would probably say under, just barely.
Let's go. Just me and you. Everyone else is on the over, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we had Hornets. Yeah, I just straight up think they're a 10 seed, maybe 38 wins on the nose. But Hornets, we all were aggressively on the under.
Yes.
So.
What were the Hornets number? What happened to their number? What was their number?
Oh, yeah, I have it. It's up here. Sorry.
39.5?
35.
35.
35? Yeah, I'm going under.
I think they could win like 20 games, dude.
No,
they're gonna be
Lamelo's gonna start out again. I just keep revisiting it. Like, are they gonna really want to just play Melo? Like, what if he has just like a lagging Miles Bridges?
They lost Miles Bridges.
Borderline all-star, and he'll never play again.
Never playing.
Yeah.
They never had
a center. Have to do another fucking meeting. All right, let's get through the over-unders, and then I'll invite you guys to the last meeting, hopefully, for the award segment. But
yeah, we'll make that the last one.
All right, Wizards 35.5. Again, like another team I think could tank, dude. Like under easily for me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the over on the off chance.
Okay, for the Wizards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Beal comes out, I guess, dude. Shit. All right, so then now we're on the Kings, which you guys seem like you want to get there. All right, yeah, I mean, I like the roster now. 33.5 isn't a lot of wins, so shit, yeah, fuck it. I guess I'm the only one on the under for the Kings. Pistons 29.5.
Under, they're just not ready yet.
Yeah, you're probably
I'm just trying to figure out if they're gonna be full on tank.
It's gonna be like close. I think
I'm gonna take the over.
That.
I'm gonna take the over.
Wow.
Cade and crew. I mean,
don't they have Jaden
I don't hate
Ivey
it, Dan.
Too?
They do have Jaden Ivey.
Yeah,
they have Sadiq Bey, you know.
Sadiq Bey. They added Bojan.
Duran.
Sadiq Bey had some huge games last year, low key.
He did.
All right, so
Alec Burks.
Nam, what do you got for the Pistons? Let's go through it. I got under. Nam, what do you got? Under. Dan, you going over?
Over. Yeah.
Tom.
Oh.
Bill.
I'll take the over.
Shit. All right. Dan's Magic 26.5 under. Dude,
way under.
I'm going over.
I think they might be the worst.
Who's going over? Who's going over?
Dude, they're sneaky. Do you guys remember like when they turned it up at the very end of the season last year and they were like the best defensive team in the league?
Yeah.
And then they got Banchero. Dude, they have Gary Harris, Suggs, Franz Wagner. Dude, Fultz is like Wendell
I'm not
Carter.
bought in on Gary Harris by any
Dude,
means.
they're starting
Wendell
point
Carter
is fucking Fultz, dude.
Mo Bamba, Cole Anthony.
My thing, them, I feel like they just
sneaky over.
I'm going over. That is not a lot of wins.
It's just like imagine their team with Wembanyama.
No,
I don't think the Magic.
They already have them, Dan. They have Bol. They already have them.
Bol, dude.
No, I think the Wembanyama sweepstakes is like Houston, OKC, like Portland. Yeah. I don't think the Magic are going to be like that.
No, I think it's going to be Spurs.
Like, maybe Charlotte too. Yeah.
So Dan, you have the under then on the Magic?
Yeah, who's the worst team in the East then?
Front. No, I would say.
I think Detroit or Indiana.
I think Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take.
Do you have over under for the Magic? You got the under?
Under, yeah.
Word. All right, cool. Jazz 24.5. I think that's the worst team in the league. So under for me.
From here on, does anyone have an over for these 5 teams?
Yeah, Rockets over. Straight up.
Jazz, Thunder, Pacers, Rockets, Spurs.
I have a Thunder over.
Thunder over for, but yeah, just put an O then. Yeah, perfect. I literally have the Rockets over. All the rest are under for me. I just think the Rockets are kind of 23.5 isn't a lot of wins. I don't hate the young core, but they'll be bad. I'm not going to say they're going to be good. Maybe they get 25 wins. But all right, yeah. So under for the Pacers across the board, under for the Thunder, except for Billy, and the Spurs are so bad. So
I like the over for the Thunder. That's the only one.
The fifth and final segment of this grueling long opening pod for OTD. We'll start off with MVP for the awards. Got a lot of names on here, obviously, that we can go through. But I don't know, actually. I don't know where your guys' heads are at. I think there's a chance that there's like a couple of the same picks, but I don't know if you guys are going to expect mine because maybe you will. I've already said that I'm pretty high in the Clippers. I think Kawhi has a chance to win MVP. And at plus 1,800, I kind of like the odds, dude. Yeah. It's definitely a reach, but I'm not even convinced about it, but I'm going to start the conversation with Kawhi as my pick possibly. But what do you guys think? Billy, go ahead. You go first.
Well, I'm going to pick Luka, the favorite, because I feel like the MVP is so narrative driven now. they always try to create like stories.
It does seem like it's Luka's time, right?
And it definitely seems like Luka's time, especially because how weak the roster is. You know, if they're going to win games, he's going to have a workload that's going to be, you know, uncomparable to anybody else's in the league. I think they're really going to have to lean on him. So I think his numbers this year like are going to be stupid. Like they're going to be fantastic if he stays healthy. So I might pick Luka.
Okay, Dan, what do you got?
Damn, I think I'm gonna probably just go Jokic again, honestly.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I see plus 1,000 and it's like he won it last year. I know. We said
what has to happen for him to get it? What's the Nuggets season if he gets it?
Honestly, what did he do last year?
It'd have to be the 1 seed for sure.
I mean, maybe the 2. I mean,
they'd have to be the 2 at minimum. I think maybe they could get it. I don't even know. The 3 probably wouldn't do it.
I like it. We just looked right by it last year. It was like probably.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again this.
Yeah.
It's like I'll
the fact that KD has the same odds as Jokic
that's
is like
crazy.
Ridiculous. It's like
that's crazy. KD's like, way too high on this.
Like, come on, like who's doing?
Really,
these
I like
odds?
Doncic though. I like that pick.
I had Luka last year. I was maybe a year early.
Kawhi though, I like the narrative, dude. The Clippers are
I love Kawhi,
good.
dude. Speaking of narrative, like that's another thing with Kawhi coming off this injury. Like I think the Clippers are going to be top 2. So I just think it fits. I think it fits, and I like the value at plus 1,800. But yeah, Nem and Tom, what do you got?
Let's go with Kawhi on FanDuel is plus 27, not 18. So he's juiced.
Love that.
No, I think Billy said it. There's such a narrative now. Like you don't just win 3 in a row. Like LeBron never even won 3 in a row. You know what I mean? Like they found a way to give it to Rose. Like Rose had an unbelievable season, but like the best player in the league, it's not who wins it. If you're going, I think I would, if I were to bet on this, I would bet on Luka as like the premier favorite, and like he should be, and that's like I like those odds. And then I would take like a flyer in like the 5 to 15 range. I'd probably go Tatum, dude. Like I think they could easily be the 1 seed again. Like he's also arrived on the East. I think
that's your pick, really.
Playing a ton of games. Yeah, I would probably. Yeah, I would. I guess I have to lock one in. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to lock in Luka. I would take Tatum.
Wow. Okay. I don't hate it. I really don't, actually.
I think Luka is like plus 450 for betting. Like like if they're gonna win games, he has to be it.
Yeah. I think we're forgetting one guy though that maybe
I like that Tatum a lot. And
Giannis.
I'm gonna
No, you're saying okay.
I picked him last year and he came in second, and I think a lot of people think he got screwed over. So I'm gonna go Embiid.
That was what I was going to say. I mean, I feel like Embiid is the guy this year, truthfully. But we'll see. We'll see. It all depends on his health, I feel like. It really does.
Yeah.
I think he was like the first center since Shaq to average like 30 and 10 or something, and he still didn't win. So, he'd have to do something really special, and I think the Sixers would have to be really good again. But yeah, I'm going to go Embiid.
Word. Okay. So we got Embiid for Nem, Luka for Billy. Dan got Jokic, Tom got Tatum, and I have the farthest odds with Kawhi Leonard. I love it. I actually love it, dude. I think one of those guys should win it. Like, I mean, who knows? But damn, could you imagine like someone else out of that group winning it? Truthfully, like look at the other names.
It would
be Giannis.
It would be Giannis. Yeah. But it's even like Giannis, I really don't think does this year. Because how could he do better than he's already done? Like what is he going to do? He's going to average 40. Like I just don't. I don't see it with Giannis. But
I feel like these MVPs are going to also come in waves. Like you have like your 4-year window to win as many as you can, and then they just move on. And like Giannis at this point, he needs to just win, one more championship or whatever. But I don't know. He'd have to have like crazy usage if he's going to do it, and they don't do that. Like he plays 30 minutes. If they're up 15, if they're up 20 in the fourth, like he doesn't go in until he needs to. So it's tough. Like him and Jokic would have to like overcome a lot of like narrative and like media bias to snag it. So yeah.
Word. All right. Sounds good, boys. Let's move on to Rookie of the Year. We got again like a few guys that I think will probably are probably the heads, are probably leading this. I mean, obviously based on the odds, but just like in general eye test, I think there are a few guys that are ahead of the pack here. There are a couple dudes I like. I'm going to say the one I don't like as much first, and that's Shaden Sharp. I think he's going to be the guy who has the ball a lot, number one. So he'll have a lot of opportunities to boost his numbers a little bit. But I'm going to go with Ivy. I mean, it's almost like one of those picks I'm making because I just love the player and I loved him in college. But again, like a guy who should have the ball a lot. I'm hoping Cade puts him in good positions to like have a good efficiency. I think that'll definitely be the question with Ivy. I could see him being like a low enough percentage from three where it's a problem. But I see John Moran in him, so I think he's going to have enough electric moments to like drive the narrative home that he is the best rookie in this class, at least rookie of the year purposes. Because I think Banchero has a great chance to just obviously at the end of when it's all said and done, be the best player from this draft. But yeah, I'm going to go with Ivy plus 550. I don't love actually. I wish it was a little bit more like 700, 800, but I'll stick with it. I'll go with Ivy.
I like it. I'm gonna pick my rookie of the year, and then I'm gonna say somebody that I think helps their team the most on this list but won't win. So I'm gonna go Keegan Murray for my rookie of the year because I think the Kings are gonna be good.
I think we're all gonna.
That was everybody's
going to pick.
He's obviously on the best team.
It's the best situation.
He's not. So he's gonna help them a lot, and I think he'll play a lot of minutes because they're the Kings, obviously. But I think Dyson Daniels helps the Pelicans so much.
Dude,
like he is such a playoff. Like put him on the opposing team's like second best scorer and like just let him do his thing. You know what I mean? Like he's such a great defender, and I think he could literally like any playoff team would want like a Dyson Daniels on their team. Like he's definitely a playoff rotation guy if he stays healthy. Yeah. So I think he helps his team the most. But I'm gonna go Keegan rookie of the year.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right. Dan, what do you got?
I'll go number one. Hate the odds, but Banchero. Gonna end up if it's not Keegan Murray, I think it's Banchero who averages the most points out of this class. Yeah. Because he's just gonna get so much opportunity.
His usage is gonna
go stupid. It's gonna go stupid. I love the player, Dan. I just feel like it could be a situation like Cade had last year where it's like he's obviously like controlling the floor, right? And it's almost like the intangibles that aren't in the stats. Like on the floor, you're like, oh yeah, this kid is the best in this class. I could so see that from Banchero, but the numbers like don't necessarily support it as much. So I think it might be hard for him to win it. And at plus 180, like that's tough odds. That's tough odds.
Way too. It's just way too high.
That's crazy actually to be that low, or high, whatever. But yeah, all right, Dan, Banchero, Billy, what do you got? You can take Murray too. Like we can have double picks.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. Give me Jabari. I think he's gonna have a good year.
Hate it, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I think he's actually like kind of bad.
The Rockets, and I don't. Yeah.
No disrespect, Bill. I just don't, dude. I don't know what he does well, really. Like I just don't see it. Like he's kind of like a tough shot maker. That's what I'll say. And I don't know, but shit, not gonna shit on your pick any more than that. Where Jabari for Bill? Tom, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't think he'll win it, Bill, but I like Jabari. I think he's gonna be nice. I just don't think I don't know. The Rockets are so weird. Like they have a lot of raw talent to figure out, but I think he's definitely gonna work out. He was elite in school. Keegan, though, like you guys already kind of talked about everything. Dan said, I think it's going to be one of the two top guys. Like I wouldn't bet against that. I think it's more of a coin flip than the odds have them spread out. I'm just going to go Keegan Murray because I like him. I was such an Iowa rider, and they just folded like a napkin. So that was tough. But in the Big Ten tournament, he was doing everything. Like he was taking over from like power forward, but like just nailing threes, covering the best players, swatting, rebounding, and he's going to be good with a good Kings team. I think a lot of these guys down the line, like Shaden Sharp, on the Blazers. Like, is anyone going to be too excited about that? Like Baji, like on the Jazz. I don't know. Johnny Davis apparently is like he might not play.
Yeah, that's what I was reading too. That he's not even in their starting lineup right now.
Classic Wizards. Classic Wizards.
I don't know. So like these other guys, I just don't think they're in the right spot. I think I would definitely put my money on the top two guys. I'll go Keegan.
Yeah, I think Keegan's gonna win it, to be honest.
I think Keegan is like the all-around, like
they just picked it.
Highest ceiling in this draft is probably Keegan.
Well, I didn't want to. We would have 3 people picking Keegan. Like,
dude, you can pick it, bro.
Rookie of the year.
Doesn't matter. It's rookie of the year. There's only so many you're gonna
pick. Put me on Keegan,
like...
dude, because that's my pick. I think he's gonna win it.
All right, yeah. Well,
for rookie of the year.
I love it because I think Jabari's. Especially with the odds being 4th highest. Like I was gonna say, I think a guy like Mathurin like could easily win it. He's going to be I think he's going to be efficient enough to do it. Yeah, on the Pacers, exactly. He's
like,
not picking him.
No one's getting out of their seat to put on the Pacers, though. Like, it's, how it gets driven. Like,
I agree. I just think he's like kind of getting underrated being plus 1,000. I don't think he's much lower on the list than Ivy, in my opinion. Also, going lower on the list, Nikola Jovic has got like a lot of hype, maybe just because of his name, but he's definitely gotten some hype. And then like, Ty Washington has a lot of talent. Koloko is really long. He was on Arizona. He's not terrible. And then Wendell Moore, maybe out of that plus a 10,000 group, like would be my one pick. Trevor Keels is on the Knicks, I think, Tom, right?
Dude,
he might not make the
more. I like as a long odds pick, Wendell Moore.
Yeah, Wendell Moore. He didn't really score a lot at Duke, but you could say that was only because they had so much other talent, right? Like he was like the 3rd best player on Duke behind Banchero and like AJ Griffin, and even I don't see him on this list, but Mark Williams, I think, was the center.
Yeah, the center.
He's not bad either. I think he got drafted, so I'm surprised he's not on this list that we see here. But yeah, those are just some other guys lower on the list.
AJ Griffin on the Hawks.
Hate him so much. Actually, I think the AJ Griffin sucks, and the same. And then like right under him, Tom Sochan, like he's gonna somehow be good, yo. I hate him, but he's gonna somehow be good.
Love the song.
Yeah, but again, like on the Spurs, I think rookie of the year will come from a team that's competitive, like not full on tanking. So I think you have to cross all those guys out. Like the Hawks will at least be competitive, whether they're in the lotto or not. Like they'll be competitive the whole year. The teams
scoring points matters in rookie of the year, though. I feel like a lot.
How high was like Jalen Green even last year, and he probably led the rookie class in scoring.
He was so bad though.
His efficiency was terrible, dude. He shot like 36%. Like
he didn't play a lick of defense.
He was like so Hollywood out
him, Jabari, and Kevin Porter, like that.
What is good with that,
dude? KPJ.
They're like
the over, dude. That's all I'm telling you. The over on that team, bro.
That's some.
All right.
They're gonna be a fun team.
That's talent.
They're gonna be losing by 30, but Jalen Green's like going on
155 to 128.
Yeah.
The highlight is Jalen Green's dunk though in the 4th. Like, oh my god. All right, rookie of the year, Banchero for Dan, Nem, Tom, and Billy on Keegan Murray, and then I am at Jaden Ivey with 3rd. Love that we just picked the top, like no upset picks from the rookie of the year, but that's probably how it'll go. All right, 6th man of the year. Not as much of a crapshoot as most improved, which we'll get to.
I love these picks. I think there's a lot of guys on this list that could win 6 man.
I agree. I'm gonna go with Brogdon though. Shout out the Celtics. I think that Brogdon ends up getting a lot because I think he ends up getting as many minutes as.
Don't they want him to be the starter though?
No,
exactly.
He's coming off the bench, but he's gonna play like 35 minutes a game. So yeah,
who's their starting point guard then?
Marcus Smart.
Smart is still the starter,
right,
but I think he gets as many minutes as Smart. So just based on that alone, based on his minute share.
Is he even going to pass Pritchard in minutes?
Behind Pritchard, right? No.
What are we talking about?
I just picked Brogdon for 6 man.
Yeah, I think
like I just think on minute share, he's going to have so many opportunities to do well. He's going to have starters minutes. So
yeah,
you think Brogdon's going to be behind Pritchard? No way.
Yeah, what you're being sarcastic, right? Who said that? Haddock?
Yeah, it was Joe.
Oh,
but did he earn that yet? Did he earn the right to just be ahead of Pritchard right away?
Yeah, I think someone at YMCA.
I didn't take that seriously. That was just get out of here. All right, so I'm on Brogdon. Nem, you're on Brogdon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dan, are you too?
I am, but I'm also gonna pick not just because to be different. I like Bones, dude. Bones Highland.
I like that.
Dan, absolutely love the pick. I would pick that if like we're saying Malcolm Brogdon is going to get starters minutes, right? So he's like in my mind, he's a starter. So that's why I'm picking it. But for the sake of the award, like an actual sixth man, I would have picked Bones. I think he's just going to come in, and it's like this isn't as much of a narrative award as the rest, but like Bones comes in and the crowd is like so down. Like they love Bones. So he has that on his side too. I love the pick. Bottom line.
Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
So I think, because I'm looking at it, I think Tom and I are in the same boat, bro. Dude, I don't know if Tom's trolling, but I love Karis LeVert this year. I think because watching him on the Nets, bro, a healthy Karis LeVert is an elite playmaker and a shot creator. Like
I love the value.
He can get so many plays just off his dribble that I think he's so good. And in the sixth man, like he's way more valuable than a sixth man. He's a starting shooting guard in the NBA. So I think, dude, I love LeVert.
That's a great pick. I'm not gonna lie.
He hasn't played a full
He just needs to
season,
stay
like,
healthy, dude.
Ever.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
think
but
he's
if he stays
over,
healthy,
like,
bro,
20
like,
games.
dude, he is a starting point guard or shooting guard in the NBA.
He just can't stay on the court. It's like really bad.
It is bad. It's to a level where it's like he's not going to play 80 games. Like I would say that's not crazy to say. All right, Tom, finish us off.
Yeah, Bill definitely swooped in there. I love LeVert. I think he's gonna come in and ball, like for sure. He'll like Kevin Love is also like above him in odds. So I guess we don't even know what that is. That's the hardest part with six man. Like Cameron Johnson, I love, but I think he's gonna start this year. So I don't know if I would bet on that. If I had to bet on out of the guys we picked, who would have the biggest impact, Cameron Johnson is gonna play a shit ton this year. Like Jay Crowder's about to be gone. He had like moments last year. I guess I don't know. I would lock it. I would pencil him in. I don't know. I love Cam Johnson and LeVert, like your guys' Brogdon pick.
That's your you guys are getting on me about LeVert. You guys picked Brogdon. Like, hold on.
Who's also been hurt? Less than LeVert though.
Wait, Tom, are you going with Cam? Are you going with Cam?
Yeah, let me. I gotta do a tiny bit of research, but I guess I'll do Cam. But if he starts right away, I didn't look this up. If he starts right away, my contingency, I'll go Poole. Like Poole, he had like the moment in the playoffs, but he's actually going to be coming off the bench, so he'll have like a huge impact. I think he's rightfully the favorite. The favorite is the biggest crapshoot. The favorite never wins this.
Yeah, didn't Jordan just win it last year, or was it Tyler Hero?
That was Hero.
No, Hero won it. Yeah. Hero won it like easily. Nem, you had that, I believe.
Poole should have been most improved. And
you had Hero, I think, winning the sixth man. He did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He like kind of ran away with it. All right, so Brogdon for me and Nem, Bones for Dan, Cam Johnson for Tom with the contingency of Jordan Poole, and Karis LeVert with Bill. I would say, damn, Bill. Yeah, I love that bet, Bill, but I think I like Dan's a little bit more, just less value. Right. So Depoy.
Dude, before we start, can we just admit how disrespectful it is that Anthony Davis is plus 1,400 and Kawhi Leonard is plus 2,800? Like, dude, that's way disrespectful, bro. Like,
yeah,
Ant is disrespectful. Why I'm not too worried about. I don't know, like,
bro, like that's ridiculous.
It should be all centers. People are good on.
It should really be all centers.
Yeah, like Smart. I don't know. Like
Bam plus 700.
What about Bridges? What about Bridges? What if he takes the giant?
I think both like the two big guards, like Drew is not even mentioned now. Well, I guess he's on there, but McCall and Marcus Smart were like the two premier like defending guards, and they both like couldn't make an impact at the end of the day in the playoffs, whether it was against Luka or Steph, Poole, and Clay. I don't know. Like I think people are like it should be a center, and I think it'll like kind of return to that. That's my only
yeah. Take. I totally agree, Tom, but I'm honestly, based on that playoff series, I'm going to go with Drew because I mean, yeah, like I totally understand what you're saying about it usually being a center and it making sense that it should be a center because it's almost like that's the anchor of your defense. Like he's, you're guarding whoever comes to the rim. You're not guarding one person. But I mean, if you're just going off the best defender one-on-one in the league, I think it is Drew Holiday. And I hope that he just gets his respect this year by getting the award. I don't know if he will. Plus 2,500 is like solid odds, so I'll take it. I'm not super confident in it. I'm more so going off like the ability of the player, just eye test wise. So I'll take Drew. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Drew. What do you got, Tom?
Yeah. I just looked up when Robert Williams will be back again. I think I Google this like once a week now. It's going to be hard for him to catch up. If he didn't get surgery, he'd probably be the favorite like right away, like what he did in the playoffs. I'm just going to go with Mobley though. Like love the Cavs. If he's going to be, like,
my other pick would have been Allen, low key. Jared Allen could win it.
Yeah, I like both of them. I think they're going to be amazing together.
Evan Mobley is fantastic.
You got him, Bill?
I don't want to like piggyback on these picks. Like rookie of the year, that's different because it's like rookie of the year. But if Tom is gonna go Evan Mobley, dude, fuck it, dude. Give me Kawhi. Like if Kawhi's healthy, give me Kawhi. Like fuck it.
Let's go. Love it, Bill. Love it. I don't want to piggyback off MVP either and pick that, but I mean, dude, Kawhi's coming, bro. Like,
yeah, like
he's here. I love the pick.
You have him for MVP?
I do.
Wow. If you picked, you would have been picking like a Hakeem season. Like that's crazy.
I couldn't do it. I straight up couldn't do it. But like, I think he's in the running. But all right, Dan, what do you got?
I'm gonna just take another favorite in Rudy. Just levels up that T-Wolves defense somehow.
No, I think I think Rudy probably does win it, to be honest, but I'm trying to be different.
If I had to take a long shot, it would be Herb Jones. Herb Jones.
Wow. Okay.
Just length, dude.
That's great. That's damn. Yeah, that's a good pick actually. But all right, you're sticking with Gobert, or do you want to switch?
Yeah.
All right, that's a good pick though. That's a solid pick.
I'll go Bam.
Word. Adebayo. Yeah, it's all Bam does. He just plays D. He can't fucking score. But yeah, plus 700. I don't know. I'm kind of over the Bam narrative. Maybe that's more than
he just did. Like it's the classic. Like from year 2 to 3, that's like the leap you have to take. Like year 1 to 2 is like show progression. Year 2 to 3, like can you take it? And he didn't do anything offensively to convince me that I don't know. Not that he is an elite defender, and that's why he's on the court.
He's an elite defender. He'll probably be top 3 in the voting. But all right, Gobert for Dan, Bam for Nem, Evan Mobley for Tom, Drew Holiday for your skull, and Kawhi for Bill. Surprised no one mentioned. I think Jaren Jackson is pretty good value at plus 2,800. Tom.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Your boy.
I looked at him and Mobley and thought like the same thing, but Mobley is like, I don't know, he just was on the floor more. I trust him a little bit more. But Jaren Jackson, I mean, if the Grizzlies are going to go on another run and be the top 3 seed, he'll certainly be a big factor.
Yeah. All right. So here's the real crapshoot vote. Most improved player. I enjoy this one.
We should take 2.
Should we take 2?
There's so many. But you can.
I was gonna just
the NBA now. You can pick the first overall pick. It could be
up.
It could be Ant for all we know. Like the first overall pick in odds. How, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, Anthony Edwards is easily probably the most exciting player in the NBA
right now. All right,
100%.
Bill, you already went ahead and did it. So, Bills, you're going with Ant Edwards?
Yeah, like they're gonna try to build up his narrative this year. I think like so many eyeballs are gonna want to watch him play basketball this year. Like, dude,
I agree.
he's
Just put me with Bill, honestly.
He's phenomenal, dude. Like he is so athletic. Like, and I think his jump shot ability is honestly underrated. Like he can spread the floor and make shots too.
No one wanted to take Aaron Nesmith at plus 6,000. No.
I don't even know what team he's on anymore. The Pacers, right?
Yeah.
Buried on that bench somewhere down there.
Dude, I straight up don't know who I want. Tom, go ahead. Yo, I'm not even sure yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm taking one. I'm going either RJ or Brunson.
Dude, RJ is not a bad pick. RJ is not a bad pick.
Pick one of them. What you're going RJ? I that's not a bad pick at all. Really isn't. I was considering it as well. All right, Tom, it's down to you and me, bro. If you got one, just say it. I'm not even sure yet.
I think we should pick two because we should just get like weird.
Yeah, I want to pick another.
All right, fine. Nem, are you going with Brunson and RJ?
Yeah, we can all. No, we can pick like a high favorite first, I guess. But
just do whatever.
Yeah, no, I like that, Tom. My high favorite's Ant.
I love this list. I love just looking at it because it's every single player you look like. What can they be like? Down
Pokashevsky, dude.
I'm looking at
Alperen Sengun is like high.
No, dude, honestly, I was gonna pick Keldon Johnson. He's high for some reason.
Nah, you know who I think has really good 28. Odds? What's his name? Giddey.
Oh,
like they're gonna be so bad, but Giddey is so good. He's so
good.
He's so
dude.
Good.
He's fantastic for fantasy too. Like he's
so who I might pick? Give me Garland. Honestly,
dude. Yes, Dan. We're good. Dan, I'm with you on that again.
Dan, that's actually that's my first pick. Straight up, I'm gonna take Garland.
We're gonna have three.
Yeah, I'm straight up, dude. I'm with you guys. Garland.
Try attack.
2 on Garland. All right, 3 on Garland. I'm with you guys. All right, Skull
deep on Darius Garland. This is a bad recipe.
But my second, all right. So my other pick, I'm gonna, dude. Fuck. This is. Why do I want to pick like THT?
Austin Reeves.
Is THT on this list?
Come on.
Yeah,
there he is.
Get through most improved. Gotta get to the final.
Look at this list.
This list is so funny,
Paul Reed is on this. Who are these people?
Dude, I'm gonna ride with your guys' Kings and take Davion Mitchell as my other pick.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah, I love Davion. Off night. All right. So Nem's got the 2 Knicks. I've got Garland and Mitchell. Dan has Edwards and Garland. Billy has Edwards and Garland. Tom, you don't have any picks yet. What are your picks?
Billy, we're riding the same.
Yeah, facts, Nem.
I don't know. Like, I guess for my favorite, I'll just go Maxey. I like Maxey. Okay. I believe in the Sixers. I think, it's free. I couldn't think of like my underdog. The 2 I can't stop looking at though are Cam Thomas. Like, I think he's gonna play so much this year. I think he's gonna make a big difference. And Franz, dude, Franz looks amazing.
Is that your pick?
You giving it to a white guy though? Yeah, I'm taking Franz. I bet. Did a parlay. Franz, most improved, and Levert 6-man, 5 for 25K. Let's ride, baby. Let's go.
Oh my god!
Wow, I love that. All right, yeah. Let's get to the finals. Well, it's real quick. I mean, coach of the year, dude. I don't even fucking care.
Give me the Cavs coach. Who's the Cavs coach?
Give me Ty Lue.
Ty Lue for Dan.
Bickerstaff, Bill.
I'll take that guy.
Bickerstaff for Bill. I got it, Tom. I got it. Yeah, what do you guys got? Go ahead, name them off. I'm gonna go with
Finch.
Okay, Finch.
Coach.
Yep. I'm gonna go Nick Nurse.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
Just in case my Raptors prediction is totally wrong and they're just like 55 wins. Like shit, why not? All right, Tom, your last one. Let's go to the finals. So,
Malone.
Hello?
Oh, you got Malone? I didn't even see it. Okay. No, you're good. All right, Malone. Word. All right, bet. So Chris Finch for Nem, Ty Lue for Dan, Malone for Tom, Nick Nurse for your boy, and Bickerstaff for Billy. All right. Finals picks. Let's do it. You guys see the odds there? So like we said, Celtics plus 600.
This is for who wins the finals?
No, you can pick your finals matchup. If you want to pick who wins, it's up to you. But I'm going to just pick the matchup. I am going to go with Bucks Clippers.
Wow.
Same exact.
Bucks Clippers, and I think if I had to pick a winner, I would say the Bucks. And if I had to pick backups, I think the Nuggets have a good chance. And I'll say the Sixers. But Bucks Clippers, that's my pick. Yep, Bucks win. Dan, what do you got?
I like Clippers.
Okay.
If I didn't want to do the exact same, I would say probably Bucks Nugs and just buy into the hype for another season.
Dude,
I think I picked the Nugs last year too.
You did. So. I think it was a year too early, but I love the Nugs this year.
Yeah.
All right, Bucks and Nugs for Dan. Who do you think wins if you had to pick?
I was dead. Like, give me the Bucks. Keep it in the East.
2 Bucks picks. All right, Nam. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Celtics Clippers. I know I went under on their over-unders because I just think they'll have a rusty regular season with some injuries, and then hopefully they're healthy by like April. So I'm gonna go Celtics Clippers. Celtics win.
That would be a fire matchup.
Yeah.
PG versus fucking
right.
Tatum.
PG and Kawhi versus Tatum and Brown.
That would be
old school
Dude,
versus new school.
Scully, give me the Clippers. Actually, honestly.
This guy. All right, Tom, what do you got?
Dude, looks like only 3 teams. Can anyone else win in the West, dude? Clippers own the West.
No.
I think the West. I think the
Nugs, bro. I think the Nugs. I went with Clippers. All right, Tom.
Tough.
Give it to us straight, brother.
Dude, I forgot we did this. I didn't prepare at all. Celts. And dude. Fuck it. Mavs. Let's go.
Mavs. Didn't you pick the Mavs last year? You did. You know.
I almost got there, dude.
All right, close.
Celtics, Mavs. All right. Yeah, you really did come close. All right, Billy. First pod. End us with your picks, brother. What's good?
Dude, so I want to pick the Nets, bro, but I don't know. It's too many variables in the air. So I'm gonna pick the Bucks and the Warriors.
Love that. That's what we should have had last year. That was the real matchup we needed. All right. Bucks Warriors for Bill. Celtics Mavs for Tom. Celtics Clippers for Nem. Bucks Clippers for me and Daniel.
No.
Yeah, I forgot to ask. Nem, you got the Celtics. Tom, who would you pick in Celtics versus Mavs?
Celts. I think, yeah, I definitely, if I were to bet on anyone just to win, like based on their odds, Celts are the favorite for a reason, I think. But this is the last time I think you could look yourself in a mirror and say LeBron could win. 2,500 is a lot for a LeBron team at the end of the day. I might touch it.
Touch on it, brother. I'll stay away. All right, Bucks Warriors, Bill. Who wins in Bucks Warriors?
Oh man, that would honestly be a fire matchup.
It would be electric, dude.
I think the Bucks might just be a little too physical for them, so I'm gonna go Bucks.
All right, so there we have it. Bucks over Warriors for Bill. Tom's got the Celtics over the Mavs. Nem Celtics over Clippers, and me and Dan. Right? You also picked Bucks over Clippers.
Give me the Nugs. I got to stick with who I had originally.
Jesus Christ. So Dan, official pick is the Nuggets to lose to the Bucks.
Yep.
In the finals. I will stick with Bucks over Clippers. And that is a wrap, boys. Shout out OTD. Let's get it. Yeah. Any hot takes to end us?
Hornets worst seed in the league.
Hornets worst seed in the league. Okay. My hot take is Obi's a starter by the end of the year.
Who?
Obi Toppin.
Oh,
we're here first. Yeah. Nam, you got any hot takes?
Hot takes?
Yeah. Send us off, Bill. We got 2 minutes left here.
Ben Simmons, defensive player of the year.
Ben Simmons, D-Boy. Okay. That one hurt.
I'm going to go.
I love it, though, Bill.
T-Wolves, Western Conference Finals.
Okay. That's not that far-fetched for your scale, Dan.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's tame. That's honestly tame.
Yeah, that's nothing.
My hot take would be Kings make the playoffs for the first time in like 20 years. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Damn.
That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. That's not a bad one. If I had to say outside of the Knicks realm, I'll give a hot take. I'll say the Cavs don't make the playoffs.
Wow.
That would be a hot,
that's a hot
take. The play-in though, like they don't make top six.
Okay, word.
Yeah, that'll be my hot take. If their floor, I think, is pretty low actually. But
I'm playing.
All right, boys. No, what'd you say, Dom?
Playing and they're out.
Nah, we'll see.
Maybe outro score.
Magic play out. Magic playing though, by the way. Dude.
Magic playing. Okay. Shout out Dan.
I like it.
Wow. I'm here for it.